This is Wadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Wadu TV sinye yama munyina akaba yada se abribia yede tuma mohwe nti yebekọ so adamase na de yetene se Kevin Taylor yada so kakayo oye kakalization no man ye wono so no ano sa yen kakayo na last year mo ho Kevin eye video bi na praise be moderator se sikampedi da mampanyen kan wo chirichirim na Kevin Taylor de oye no na no odi occupy Ghana panya na wodi anima Mahama breso mu ye occupy Ghana na occupy hwan na occupy hwan no mu ye hu demonstration upon demonstration upon them say NPP penso o she hefa good company bia ye de no ko shemu na sika wodi education minister ebitwum so ho baasem e ma Kevin Taylor fire no Kennedy akompreko Japan ya yen Kennedy ya ai wono so Kevin so no mu ye na yampia oh ya o ye no hu adwuma ni nyina sisi so na kire se na Kevin are consistent with what he was saying na wontum o kasem na o sisun so the evidence on the kasem ye evidence based kasa ena ya no kasa ni nyina ka mo bi na pile ya e di bufu she Ghana fo mu a amom koto saba no ensem de ya na meka se edoso Kevin ka bi pri na wo de enkuti no
R&B, highlights, reggae, gospel, the all
Ghana na you can never be sad in Ghana. Sa Ghana group you pay for the bridge Jimmy. I rather yakofo. Me sikadedi. And then you do R&B, high life, gospel, reggae, and baby NPP mudi akodu no. Ghana na we nyabo tra ohun. Obeka semama obeka de ni so oka. We no so the nyansa change on Mahama no. This is the guy who has been insulting Mahama for the past 12 years. Mahama Kwasia, Mahama Jimmy for ultimate Ghana. Wayo. And also not the R&B or the high life, reggae, gospel, and then what the baby Ghana. And Sanyama Wina Sabio account for bloggers of Google TV Facebook over to go Davi. Omo someone Jimmy. Omo someone no accounts with Jimmy Chandadano. And the radio some Ghana went to me on topical. Hey. Nanka sase mwenka jo Mahama time ni sie nanka yeka nwumre news a mesi ekua poki nenim sampre se sampepa ot Maryland on the hu nenim nenim sampre I say impreko do mototwitwi nenim anko betre nwumre news na fact ne konka eye nwumre news ne yekenkan kirem eye Ghana no nsia agba pem yes news e mo de eye nsia de de abade on hwe krampa ene nwumre de obesere ewu eye oman panyin dada John Dramani Mahama ene do bia bebom ba ko no so bebo so be ma tok belebito ene foforo ba o si han na obenden ene de da ko sore ya John Dramani Mahama odi NDC amanyoko nanim no ende o say ene boni entie R&B high life gospel Calypso, omu say Bema, you say be eduni o. NDC for say me cantata. No mu de ginem, omu yo medi di Mahama tamsa ne ebu beto so. Ai, na se Mahama ni anim da. Se nanka, we nanka onim di anka osanka ofri siremu no. Nanka osanka ko join the band. Ai omeke kan sa de asrese di na tam. Akwa we an se opener etete R&B, highlight, gospel, munyina muntu mfanye news moa. Mo dwame. 12 SHS in Ghana to start courses in aviation and aerospace next year. We will give dread. Almost say, I fear besimi. SHS nkwa edumienu. Yamu babi share bibi a friend aerospace and aviation. What you say so amini? I say Kevin bechiri me. I didn't make it. Some say then I don't want to about my NDC da NPP. Corner NPP for jiri buma. I say 12 SHS in Ghana to start courses in aviation and aerospace next year. Kevin Mecheche me. Na me ba me kan say English ja. Oh munya buta. Ye din I go see Kevin Mecheche me. Sometimes money teacher oh bantima teacher ni o me mekyerɛkyerɛ yanko anim na ma mekyerɛkyerɛ so amefo me fidi mu ntra ɛna wam ne sɛ me girl Lucy ɔno so asantemai ne papa yɛ ɔhene nti o sɛ mekyerɛkyerɛ deɛ editwu Minister of Education kan sɛ ɛyɛ senior high school nko a edumienu afia yɛbɛsimi ɔmo besua bibi efe no aerospace wonim aerospace ɛsɛ ewiem ewiem nsakraye ne ewiem nsakrana sɛnea ɛyɛ planet ne teɛ ukɔ ewiem adekwa sere aerospace Jack ejimi ne de nkwantanan o ejimi no nkwantanan ai efo ati junction yejimi bia bi ye bibia in SS yejimi ko ejimi in SS me say aerospace no de earth atmosphere me husi bia me kyerɛkyerɛm just say ewiase no aerospace no de se Ghana for schools 12 years editwum no de omo ba be sua na sie no ewiem atmosphere ɛyɛ space you can say space ukuvie Mars and beyond. I say you are studying the space and beyond. Inti baby abronin ko order kura no 12 next year no free SHS SS no and no mo besua and you can say bibi to say aviation and there you besua be a plane aircraft you can say aircraft a plane and next year no SS for the besua ewiem emun sachire ni echire ewia ni asachire mo be a plane na more play the corona with more play. Ghana na want more play. Ghana na want more play. Play better I'm going practicals. And it say me say ECOWAS for war. Mr. S. Mr. P. say ECOWAS omni bomb bo you see ECOWAS for some obukọ war DJ LMC yo mo bu say ECOWAS for say bomb omni ne bo omni bomb otu bomb akona otu na nku bi a unim ne bo munim how much bomb cost grenade ba ko ti otu so obi enwu ekoto ntim unim e ka aba 2023 boko war America for war Afghanistan uni ka boy yes ECOWAS yes mon ko arebe suas bi atwi plane bi si wo plane aviation ekufado fa ko na otu no eno ne yako yede ko ya bo dem ana masirasu Money players muko see play honsam mon tin cry so be some kan cry me see mo aviation na muko sua na aerospace no nitira mo tira Ghana kanta ga ka se obey space shuttle no na kanta be so na piu enu ntira ye de ye jimi ama ye bibia SS edutwi wo bodamo go dia me ya na mo me see mo plane uko aviation wo plane wo national airline wo plane nkete plane makura mo obi say national airline kwa de so plane ma kakra mo obi togbe afa di plane on wo de na djuma no ela mo ko ja ko practicals plane on ko me to am ko dan sorry I say ECOWAS so mo ko wo them say ECOWAS so mo ko I Mr. Mr. S yeah so boss I've watched some video ECOWAS are going to go to war and I'm like Mr. S I say na wo ka di jaika bomb unim bomb bo unim obuza bomb boda bomb bazooka na rambo 2 unim otobako a unim eka ba ho wa repair bazooka da bazooka say mo repair da bodi amotiti Ghana motiti Africa hoda ECOWAS kwasegeka eye yete ha na akwa we na na pia mensa NAM1 episode we questions keke ni ebusa I say this boy on any group of criminals no they are taking Ghanaians for granted and me catch the Ghana for I am one person may be possible to make sure NAM1 is set free time and NAM1 asem ne bae is sankoma ne wofa no oye the boss of Yoko omuka mutiribo ho edupi Royal Diamond isankoma kromfo Royal Diamond for ba Ghana isankoma gi omo husika a omo setting NAM1 app ema mebeye expose ema yetumi follow up konya court proceedings mebe cheche ni mu nyina kire mo standing by NAM1 ka kire Ghana for say why I am fighting for NAM1 to release the say lots and lots of Ghanaians omusika koka NAM1 edwumemu. So if NAM1 is released oba Ghana, those people omunsabeka musika. So the reason why I was fighting to get NAM1 back was for Ghanaians, Ghana for so omunsabeka musika. If you say edwuma ni wura no emaya embesensan sika amanfo wu any ade other okay omunsanka. So I took it upon myself to speak on NAM1 issue. And when you ade any Charles Gabriel Sorochidako any Isankumamo, they plotted NAM1's arrest Dubai to make sure say sika any insembebre or two for dimbe insembebre. Now at the end of the day, NAM1 came to Ghana. And our mind we said NAM1 investigations from the Security and Exchange Commission. And we said NAM1 the investment and I said the Juma Odino Juma Enfa Kwemu illegal business. Inti Emma NAM1 who could kay jemu. Emma in the menimu yani ati say abina bekachere say NAM1 the Juma Odi men's gold. Men's Bank, any day and day, abiding in sa atuni so through the Securities and Exchange Commission. Emma, the finance minister, the attorney general, the Ghana Police Service, omunyina issue statement say NAM1 kromfo na until say Aviation as we remove biane NAM1 enye juma. Na momuno, they have been able to confiscate and as abiding in sa atu NAM1 ejapade nyina so. Me ntwantro me chirechirem sibi atie nti atie na aban we ka so ordinance to NAM1 krono sika we nyina so ne atia na Ken Agyapong ya Mr Music Man ebeka kire Ghana for say onim bank NAM1 $20 million da na say aban na iradia obekire omo ma wakogi sika no e dia ma Ghana fo a sebio omudi adwadwo ebre a omuhia omusika so ne nyina ti Ghana. So we're here, and Security and Exchange Commission release a statement on the 15th of January 2019. And who newsway City News. Yoko freezes NAM1's account, goes after his assets. This is the 15th of January 2019, and a Yoko for the statement by say. Omo freezing NAM1 ne japadien sika obo krono obo sika onya wo nyina aban through Yoko se omo de omo nsa to so ene se ate. It is from the 15th on the 29th of the same month July no ena yenya a letter from Yoko documenter omo de to abonten ne say court order confirming the freezing of properties of Men's Gold Ghana Limited and other associated companies. Say court ashemra said nana apia mensa NAM1 na obu nipa no. Court ashemra say ne japadie nyina Yoko for emfa omonsa entoso. Tienye. Me kan ba be si enda asem no so me too Men's Gold customers for 2019, 20, 21. Mekachiro almost say they should not go after NAM1, they should go after the government. If you say I abino and a protecting NAM1, omo be di matem bebre. Inyankwasi afubo social media, di Kevin Taylor tem. And I'm simate. But the fight you people were fighting, I abino protecting NAM1. Krono NAM1 aboa and the muno NAM1. And you know what after. You are going after the wrong person. Go after the government. I'm sorry, no, NAM1 is getting the protection of the government through the Attorney General. In Tijuana court, yes, court the Mraba Yoko se court amo ashomo say omonfa omonsanto NAM1 japade nyina so. Now okan kratana say neka. The Economic and Organized Crime Office, Yoko, has secured a court order confirming the freezing of landed properties and vehicles of Men's Gold Ghana Limited, Men's Gold Office Complex, Xylophone Art Complex, Brew Marketing Consult, Star Madrid Football Club, Xylophone Music and Media Company Limited, Brew Energy Company Limited, G Tech Automobile Service, 2 properties located at Trasaco Valley, that is plot number 315 and plot number 337, plot of land number 54 near Oak Street, Trasaco Valley. Uncompleted residence, 510 acres of land. By this letter release, all employees of the affected companies, relatives and friends who are in possession of any of such properties are to surrender same by the authority of the High Courts to the Economic and Organized Crime Head Office and regional officers in their own interest. The general public is also entreated to assist Yoko by giving information to facilitate the retrieval of all vehicles and properties not listed in the freezing order. Kindly contact the office through the following numbers or means: phone number blah 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 blah, email blah 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 blah. Signed, Jacqueline Avotri, Head Public Affairs for Executive Director. Inti yawa and a Yoko releasing letters. They said omenya court order a chese sa nyoma we nyina omo for Monsanto so. Nyoma mbobo biso no any Xylophone Art Complex, Brew Marketing, a year Men's Gold Office no omo de omo so, vehicles of Men's Gold cars in omo de omo so, Men's Gold a dining office no omo de omo so, bibi a friend Men's Gold Art omo de omo so, Men's Gold Football Club omo de omo so, a year Xylophone Music and Media Company omo de omo so, Brew Energy a year company omo de omo so, G Tech Automobile Services and also Abandi and Sato so, 2 plots. Properties located at Trasaco Valley, to plot number 315 and plot number 337. Omunya a year Asasia, a year about 510 acres. Omunya rest a year Trasaco. Omunya uncompleted. Just say, Sanyama Wenina, Emma Yoko Saka, Omo letter Muse. A year Japadia be a year NAM1 debia, Obi on NAM1 year Juma, a one who be an on famra. Because one family near Chiwa, Yabe Jelu. Inti sanyo mani nyina ka ho na Yoko di omonsa toso a na mwandia. This is 2019. Now, near Okromwa. Yatna Okromwa from 2019 to 2023. Menotia 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 4 to 5 years, depends how you want to count it. NAM1 Ejapade no question a yebusa ne say away. Now, when you go back and you want to ask questions, Ubebusa will say upon the sitting in NAM1 ababon tabakacha Ghana for say a chiro mutie sika 650 and san omo to me access the system to get their compensation ade chi ya wasa babaka so oh the see ade wotwam question na pese busa a fundamental question na na apia mensa Ejapade na abinding in sato so no away. The Attorney General is there, the Yoko guys are there, the CID is there, and also the government is there. Now the question goes to Yoko and the Attorney General. NAM1 Ejapade amebobo so nyina ya o de ebi mbeka ho. Sai Ejapade ni nyina where are they? Ejapade we nyina ewen. Because at this point, Men's Gold clients and our customers, majority are dead. Now the government wants to tell us say, Sanyoma mdo monsato so no. Sanyoma no, they don't have a fixed price. They can tell us say all the things that they freezed are not abandoned in Sato, so they cannot give us a unique amount. Ninyina ye tontonia kaboma ebema this figure na. Till date, obian to me bambe kanchire Ghana for say NAM1 Ejapade dey in Sato to ninyina it is this amount or that amount for 5 years. Omo to me kanchire say $2 million. $1 million, $300 million. Ever seen the Yoko and the Attorney General and the Ghana Police Service and the most important institutions of more SEC, Security and Exchange Commission. None of these agencies have been able to tell us that Nyoma is easy on amhon ho nyina no. You freezy any nyina no. You calculating nyina. This is the amount of money we will get. Ever seen there. Why are you blaming NAM1? Why are you going after NAM1? Why are you wasting your time on NAM1? The state is protecting NAM1. Simple as that. The Attorney General's office, the office is protecting Nana Pia Mensah. Krono Nana Pia Mensah Bogana for Ebia Femewuno. The Attorney General's office, Godfrey Dame, any Yoko, Tiwa at the Dankwadano. They are the ones protecting NAM1. Because till date, Obian to mean say how much the things that were confiscated or frozen, whatever, by the government, nobody is able to tell us how much they are worth. From 2019 to date, NAM1 court 35 times. Still in the assembly. At a point, the judge sitting on the case threatened the Attorney General or the prosecutor that if you don't do things right, I'll cancel this case and let NAM1 walk. Yet here, NAM1 say people have to pay money before they can access Omusika. How many clients and a NAM1 war? And the men's gold clients, customers, they say you have not paid over 5,000 customers. And they are telling Ghana for the government say NAM1 has not paid anybody. NAM1 is walking around telling Ghana for say he has paid 5,000 people. Why are we going after NAM1? It is the government, the Attorney General, Yoko, the Security and Exchange Commission. They are the ones who have connived with NAM1. NAM1 are buying and a dadamo. Kufuado are buying, NPP are buying way. They are the ones preventing you from getting your money. Because the strategy is that keep NAM1 in court, nothing will happen. Let NAM1 still keep his properties. $20 million and also the bank bank. Because I didn't confiscate NAM1's properties. And then NAM1 ba no kase nyoma musizi $100 million. Is somebody going to challenge NAM1's statement? But we are the people. We are the government. These people froze all these things. We still don't know how much it's worth. The things they listed in the Yoko statement or press release, that's not all the things they seized. If we say, they also said, they say, Obi on NAM1 year, you may be or one NAM1 car or one NAM1 if you know, come and report. Meaning there were more things that were given to Yoko. So how come say we are still sitting here? We don't even know how much this guy is worth. The government cannot tell us how much this fool is worth. We are still sitting here for this guy to tell Ghana for we say pay 650 or go through some process before you can get your money. The same clients who were defrauded, government of Ghana Nimuno, they are saying this liar has not paid anybody. NAM1 is sitting in the comfort of his home, driving one of the most expensive cars on earth, walking on the streets of Ghana, getting into the office of the Attorney General as a free man, enjoying life. And a Ghana for na ODP mutia taxes. No, the government of the day is telling them that shut up. Over 200 to 300 people have died directly and indirectly from NAM1's crime. We still have an Attorney General who has pushed NAM1 to court for 35 times, 5 years, no judgment. You want me to say it is the fault of NAM1? NAM1 is a hardened criminal or a cromfo with kunipa. From his actions and inactions, NAM1 has murdered people through his actions. Now, how come the government lawyer is not concerned about Ghanaians losing their lives because of a criminal, but rather doing everything possible to protect that criminal? Why is Yoko quiet on how much this guy is worth? Why is the Securities and Exchange Commission quiet? Why is the Attorney General quiet? And why is that NAM1 has been caught for 35 times and he has still not been found guilty? Are we mad as a people? You still have people in Ghana saying, say, NPP will not do foko. Kwasi ampenyi, oma misika kahona nkuwuwa. Kabetina wakasazem. We still sit in Ghana and you hear people say NPP and NDC are the same. Where Jimmy? Those kind of statements, any man NAM1, any Attorney General, Ghana for say. I warned Ghanaians. I warned that the clients of NAM1 say you are targeting the wrong meat. You are targeting the wrong beat. It's a collaboration between NAM1, Yoko, and the Attorney General's office. They are playing you people. Who is working with NAM1? What research did he do? What did he do to come by that 650 or no to go and suggest another thing? NAM1 is now deciding for us. NAM1 is a criminal. Every single thing associated with that guy should be in jail now. Everything. But this guy, I and I said Bidieka and I'm gonna think kwasiasam. Adena we busi ni nwuyenti, no problem. NPP nyeshe. Oh, Fabian Fanisika, I'm a dupinity. It's no problem. NPP bar, NDC bar, ultimately foco. So these criminals are still working in Ghana. You see where we are. You see any part because of NAM1. And you see any part you see hundreds of people. NAM1 after 5 years is still talking in Ghana. NAM1 does not deserve life in imprisonment. Too. NAM1 deserves a firing squad. Now, my mention Waha, and this is a very important episode for me, and it's got to do with the Electoral Commission. Now, today, a group of people came out. Mekacham last week said, I'm going to explain online and offline. Mekacham last week Friday, people asked the question, and Mekacham said, I don't have the facts. We will go and research, and when we research, I will come and speak on it. So today, I think I can speak on the online registration and offline registration. To see the Electoral Commission, mouthpiece, so how many platforms now, a group of gentlemen and a group of gentlemen came out today to tell Ghana for say, a coalition of political parties are IPAC on. Now, Tiana J. Mensa Ghana for say. The new registration so last week Friday can was me registration no only district office any registration no. Initially no registration in the polling stations. In fact, the West Grand said you can gather polling stations and make it electoral area. But EC said no. J. Mensa said no. J. Mensa is insisting say every Ghanaian new registrant and now say anyone who is 18 years now or people who in the future or in the past forgot to register no, they are only opening district offices for them to come and register. Serious. So this gentleman came out today, almost a political party, sir. Almost to say there is something Asia I was on Ghana for whom. And this is a coalition of other political parties. IPAC. Remember, IPAC a political parties. They are basically an advisory body to the EC. Sebio omuntumi share EC the EC yet, but say EC and form junior. Sebio omuniwa EC because when there are no political parties, there's no work for EC to do. And almost their work cannot be done when the EC is not there. So they have to work hand in hand. Without the EC, there are no parties. Without the parties, there are no EC. And technically, majority of the time, no, the EC, majority of the time, they meet the political parties from IPAC to discuss decisions on person muteki. Send a deeping your democracy during elections. Now, IPAC and political parties in the EC boss, J. Mensa and boss Manasare, a meeting about how the registration should go on. And during the meeting, these political parties in the catch the EC say they will prefer the registration to be done at the polling stations because it is more easier, it is more accessible, and it helps people to go through the process easily. So because they didn't want people to sit somewhere else and say, oh, political parties were propaganda, no, they basically came out to do press conference to state the facts, to mention names for EC to respond. Nipa bi etumi kontem enkora sebio modi 18 no omo hu ntem ene so no ema ayesika sem no kofom sebio ema nipa dodo no etumi register omo kire insemu kire EC adekudie ntia omo ye political parties omo hu ni se we beboa ema eye den eye aba ye beto no emu ada hokrogen pa meeting as no omo ka kire EC se we no omo adwene ye omo so nsusu omo de to omo nim nie sebio IPAC eye adwene ne adwene. Inti after meeting a J. Mensa and boss mama catch the parties, he say, oh, I do not much than I do pa a go quem. Na yam per se ye begina a yedian in cranny matitin cran inti. Ye quack or general, na mobasati and ca. na omo bu so mo say da ben ne bete mo nka no ka so adwade yi a etwam ya ende adwade yi ena nka ometi omo nka omo so mo koda sorry ya last week ECD announcement abeto abonten ma Jemensa be press conference aka kire Ghana for say oh election there registration ebekoso na ebekoso e wo district office at least EC on the IPAC and adwene say EC ni IPAC nya adwene kura wa share nkofo ne bosse obesa be hie omo e de wadwene kira omo ansa na wakọ abonta kasa no emran sha oketen nanso ebuo a political parties de mawo ema Ghana for ehu se eye political parties no ene EC dwene bom ansa na edibia no omo gi sabuo no e de sabuo ni mawo agitum Jemensa ne boss na sorry maka kire mo se omo munipa Jemensa hu obia so obia ye kwasia wa Ghana no after meeting no otwifa IPAC so ena obeka kire Ghana for the political parties no say ye ho be kire ye no eno ena ono oso ope political parties ne kasama Ghana for political parties no omuni wa isi ni ho and so because Jemensa origin instruction jina Africa for the headquarters any NPP headquarters inti omu twifa parties ne so e ba bontin be ka kire Ghana for say eye IPAC eye political parties no magimi na ono Jemensa ne de we decide say yenko district office enko ye registration no now unima de hu asebu emu pa sa district registration ya Jemensa say yenjai police station yenko eni na district no last omo register me kan omo press release anasa Jemensa kasa no ka say omo be registration be online and offline. Now maminya abotira min chechirem na hu dangerous to na Jemensa eye a obesay Ghana a obe disenfranchise Ghana for dodo omodi 18 omuntumi nto aba ene sebio Ghana for dodo kro omaburu 18 no omuntumi nto aba every say NPP aban person or limit election numbers no send ye be ya NDC numbers e be ba no onya because onim say ono no sa 6 million bi no so onya no onim say we nya 2020 Ghana for nyina nim say number NPP so munya 2020 no mu nya Jemensa and a padeye and the move on no man call into omni election 2024 no sa number na da hono 6 million nya de omenya da in the history NC they know and omni say Ghana for a vigilant Ashanti region mu to wiem until right now no what they want to do is say they want to suppress a year election no they want to suppress the numbers on Betuaba especially young people on Betuaba and no when you be social media be on my juma obo say MPP e yakronfo no they will vote against the MPP so they want to deprive them of their rights they want to disenfranchise these young people the strategy is that do the registration in a way it will hurt young people. They will not get that enthusiasm. They will not be excited to even go and register than to vote. Now, say Jemensa kasa last week see registration be on online and it be also be offline. Mami cheche munchiro na mchom danger no. Yakasa registration will be done online ni nyina na say machines na omu use no ewo easy one. Data no nipa beba omu location inti yakasa district officer baby omu friend district officer obi anko register no nipa ne nante ba omu location ho na se omu ye den omu ye registration wo office wo abra omu move machine what happens is omu ye no office wa it is based on the internet availability and how fast the system is into omu ye registration na automatically it goes into the database but there's a problem with that now so we choose one location now because hano biamra it will look more like say the NIA for a Ghana card is what is going to happen is those district officers say nipa ko shaho ma you'll be shocked to know say by the end of the day the number register nipa be 20 pe because the pressure on the system there what is going to happen and they say you will see one person that you register it will take that person 30 minutes to finish if we say one if you are not lucky now say the internet connection there is weak and now say there's the software break the way the machines are supposed to work they're not going to work that way and that is the same thing the Ghana card NIA4 we're going through because they have one location. Everybody comes to that location. There's pressure on the system. Now it starts to buffer. Into process and can also nipa 2 minutes, FM 2 minutes, it ends up saying nipa back FM 20 minutes. So let's not even bring in Abia and Suato. Abia, there's something ABC, anything can happen. Those things are not even added. We are talking about the machine itself and cannot withstand that pressure. Now that is the option that Jemensa pay. And this option is the online registration into Obia, into this polling electoral area. Abia maybe 17 polling stations. So 17 polling stations, there also mean about one location to come and use one machine, one system. It will be registering them and passing it all into the database. Now you need to understand, say, when they all come to that center, the probability of those machines buffering or having internet problems in Ghana, we don't have the 5G like the way we have in America here. The probability of these things slowing down and registration and cost, it is 100,000%. Yeni mukra yedim se EBC ewo NIA. And in time comfort me call NIA so and they kotina NIA sa say nipa 5 pay the register if say officer not to Rebecca to say madam machine no is slow, machine no ako off, machine no entumi nye adwuma because there's pressure on the machine. Now the offline no any the other option now they will have to take their machines to the various polling stations. Now they are off grid. So what happens and they say offline, when they take their machines to the polling station, they can do it there, and later when they come, they will come and feed the data system. So what they will have to do, and they say offline, and cause some of the machines to call all the polling stations in the nation. Send your name the first now. Now, when you go to all the polling stations in the nation with individual machines, you do it there. After you are done, they will take all the machines, bring it to the center, and they will feed it into the mother data center. So polling stations we will be able to register more people than registering from one location at a district office. And this is what the IPAC political parties in NDC for no more can say. Let's do the polling station because before election 2020 Ujisika over $100 million say kwa machines way. So the question here is, where are the machines? Unless you don't have the machines, unless you did not purchase the machines, unless all the machines are broken, and I will insist to say you need district office, send a whole region or a whole district that you have to use about 300 machines, you end up using only one at the district office, unless you say that is what is happening. So the easiest route is to go the offline. Because the offline, you are able to register because it is not hooked up to any internet. The system just takes the data, and after that you can go into the main office and upload everything, and it makes it easy. But James said no, or district office in Kwa said nipa 10,000. Those machines cannot withstand that kind of pressure. You get the internet messing up, you get the system buffering, you get the network jamming because they are working and doing things they are not supposed to do in that capacity, in that range. Because some machines are built to register the per 300. Now, in the particular 3-4 days, if you force that machine to register the per 700, it will break down because it wasn't built to do that. Enti, Ubebusan will say, why has Jemensa opted for the difficult one that will make the process long? ABA machines no one talk. 2, ABA machines no talk and one talk the quality we want. Nina a break it down. So Jemensa is finding difficult to tell us say she has caused financial loss to the state. Now what she's trying to say is say she come out for a press conference. Becca said she's trying to save money. She's not saving any money. The issue here is we need to ask her say those machines, those machines are before election 2020. You also the registration issue. Where are the machines? Now you do know the most dangerous thing about this. As we speak, people are going to travel from different villages. And last week Friday, people have to travel 8 to 10 kilometers. Now, as a man for free say. Na omoba district office na ubuso omo say omo police station omo nima then also do they have to go back 10 kilometers to go and find the particular polling station, because I want to ask the EC, those officers sitting at the district office are almost register new registrants, any people who want to register now, do they know every single person coming before them their polling station? Unless the officers at those locations or district offices, you know, location, because they are not carrying their location with them. Majority of the people don't even know the name of their location and the number. So the question here is, how are you going to identify whose location and who should be assigned to which location? So why are we taking the difficult route? Why are we taking the route that will disenfranchise thousands and even millions of Ghanaians? Ask yourself, why is J Mensa doing this? My catch them here as we speak today. The Greater Accra Regional Director at the Electoral Commission has resigned. His name is Kwame Amwa. He has resigned. He has experience than Bossman. He has experience than J Mensa. He has experience than the other guy. He has experience the majority of EC from Penny 4. Today, he has resigned. Ask yourself why. Because whatever they tell J Mensa, she only goes to Jubilee House and MPP headquarters, and that is what she implements. On the Bossman Asare, they don't take the ideas and the experience of those they came to meet. Basically, J Mensa is running an MPP Electoral Commission. So we are talking about we are talking about close to 500 EC officials in the space of 3 months. They have all resigned. Close to 500 EC officers. Some are drivers, some are technicians. They have all resigned. Ask yourself why. J Mensa is treating EC workers like animals. She wants things her way to make sure MPP wins. When they try to tell her this is an election, it's a process, we need to streamline things, she starts to make you the enemy. She'll take you to Jubilee House, they will sack you, or she'll take you to MPP headquarters. So right now, people who have sworn or taken oath to serve us, J Mensa is pushing them out. About 500 electoral officers, they have resigned. Today, the regional Accra regional, the regional director, he has resigned. Now, ask yourself, why is this happening? Now, do you know the most dangerous thing about this registration she wants to do? Now, the district officers, they have what we call the district officer. And the district officer, basically, when you go to the district office, the Jumani say, administrative wise, he handles the office. TADAC, see the danger in what J Mensa is doing. When you go to each district office, there's somebody we call the district officer. And then the district officer, what he does is, district officer, it is under him. He is the boss there. Administrative job, only making sure everything is done. Day-to-day practical things, he doesn't get himself involved. What he does is our top world, like the way J Mensa is up there as the boss of EC, what happens down there, she doesn't take part, because there are people who are in charge of different departments. Now, what J Mensa is doing right now with the registration is district officers, they are supposed to leave their duty and come sit at the table and do the registration. But remember, in those district offices, there were election registration officers. So we call district officer your district officer, and there were election registration officers. Now J Mensa is saying, instead election registration officers almost sole responsibility is to be doing this registration, or say the district officers, in Pennyfono, they should come and sit at the table and do the registration. Now the most dangerous thing is, now say Pennyfono free home office, instead of them to be the overhead and the overall head monitoring the administrative work for everything to flow, say Pennyfono way jai normal betina table one. When there is a technical problem, a bigger problem, who will leave to go and take care of it? Because the district officer now, also at the top, not checking. Today he's sitting at the table registering. I bring what district registration officers no. Now the question is, when there is a bigger or a huge challenge in the district, who is going to report to who, and who is going to have the oversight? This is how dangerous J Mensa is doing things. Ubusani will say, I am cutting cost. You know why? Because 2020 sikana omudi. Right now, she is trying everything possible to squeeze the EC because in the future, she will be questioned about causing financial loss to the state. She would like to say in 2020-2024, no, I was able to save money because the hole that she has created there, no, she is struggling to make that money back. So instead, say ECB use sika process, no, make sure all the machines go around the nation, every police station. Or say no, because the moment he does that, he has to pay all the officers. The moment he does that, people are going to use vehicles to travel to those places. She is trying to avoid, because she has already caused a vacuum. We're causing financial loss. They have chopped the money. So she's now doing what? Using this and squeezing EC, working with a very tight budget. But in the process of doing that, she is disenfranchising Ghanaians. Now, J Mensa is protecting herself than protecting Ghanaians who are supposed to vote legitimately and choose a president. So what you are seeing here, Bossman, J Mensa, what they are doing now is they have rather messed the EC up. So $200 million. So right now, the reality is that they need to do the EC job, the registration nationwide. If they allow all the officers to go nationwide with each machine, she will have to pay every officer. She doesn't want to do it because a care that so Bokelesa obviously be another hole. Now the question here is 2020 elections, facial recognition, when they call AC polling station, your money uses facial recognition or uses some strategies, BGs, but right now the reality is dawning on her. On himself power, she will be questioned. She might end up in jail. So what she's going to do is she will rather disenfranchise people, prevent people from voting, than to answer questions when power changes. That is why she and Bossman are doing everything possible to deny people. That denying of people is protecting their asses. Today, the EC is supposed to send all these machines out. Send it to every police station. So she doesn't have the money. Nana kwesi ewa. Oh nano. Nano say teachers folder, full scap, they done channel. Sakwa we and the PMMC Ghana Gold in on to talk. So maybe I do. They said they were fighting for you people. Nana kwesi wa nano say teachers folder. Oh folder be a katuma near church names near Kaltumuno. They are registered woman. Oh nano kan kwasi asem. And then me busa say gold for oil no gold for oil na PMMC kwasi ampen we estatiko disika oda hu disika gold for oil akwesi saying gold for oil na we. Sako wa PMMC oda hu to gold me no ka say 2 weeks ago ne nkwara nkoto gold bi o me nipa bi o dun kwa me you gather receipt ni nyina and then na kwesi wa na no se Brazil echi na no I say Brazil ebeti echiri mumusa say gold for oil na PMMC ba o mi akofa gold for oil aba gold for oil nti ye beti petrol so gold for oil na wen mato wasem bi o say some gold no akoton wo Dubai kwasiafo we ka tire Ghana for say Ibrahim Mahama ne John Mahama tisa Ghana gold ko Dubai obi any documents en kwasiafo we abetna say gold for oil there is a broker there is a supplier 1 supplier 2 a collection bank a BDC almost some gold nyina akoton wadi ba o mi na leadi ye ekufuado and the gold for oil mato wasem bi kwasiafo motete asempa di kwasiasem mo hu fi gugu angel fm kan kwasiasem mo je say tan obi ntine ete ha na mo je say obi ntine ete ha na gold for oil na way what happened to the gold for oil Andre ya to petrol man ka say gold for oil no and na ebe make sure say beti petrol bi aso Ghana enti gold for oil no e koso anase ejai Mama Jimmy Four Boys way, NPP, different organizations, and my John Mahama pressure. My John Mahama pressure. This guy was focused and working for Ghana. Now Kwasiafo way, group way. Na esankuma mutiti news file. Na kwekuba kwa ni Nisa Watch Casio eti news file. Chantro kwekubaku's journalism is based on JJ Rawlings. Kwekubako. His journalism I want who school no ningina is based on JJ Rawlings. JJ Rawlings we wadane fish. Na in free way to radio so every Saturday every Saturday we hear these people every Saturday. These guys are on TV. We see these guys on TV. Omunim Ghana nyansing na Egbert Fable away. Esa Nkuma away. last me be the list of journalists omu nyina ma Mahama pressure unnecessary. Omu nyina ya mom political appointments. Omu nyina deda government institutions ano. Munim sankofo they are playing with your mind. Ena kwasi ampe nyina ne papa be wunya ace. E wotema. When tuma kosi da onukrum okoda kwa me fifa. Ena obetira so ojandam no maye mo abedu nne. Jandam. Ena kwekutin jandam ye ne denti. Kwekutin asantesem ye ne de e chen se bi obedwene Ghana ho nti. Odwene se jandam no be sa aboa no. Na me se jandam na begu adwuma. Kwekutin jandam begu adwuma no. Your hard earned money now will say what dear what bobrano jandam ebegu no sa kwasi ampe na better radio so no me say onu nti megu adwuma no me say jandam begu adwuma no onnim bibida ye tufo awonte me say jandam nti kwekuten wadwuma wo se wa bobra no ebegu ani aman kwasi afo wei atena Ghana dadaye gold for oil no how far will they go for oil? Mumbusa NPP for omo da ho gye mo taxes. Ene yesesa mo gold kwa abruchire. Na wonya kwase ampanyi wose an me de oya me de amintumi nto abama NDC. Ene for Jimmy tina wona ye din na bre. Me be yes scandal we chire Ghana fuom. Ya da ho tina Ghana. E man kofo bi tina ka say NDC ni NPP ye pe emmoa ma. Moju se oman no e wo se ekuo bi na chichire. Moju se Ghana no some group have to lead. Group B and Kamasam into Amudia, they have the right to lead. She, Muji say a chama mubiemana. More than who use gold for oil. Gold for oil for so many now also. Now, Moku move forward. I'm sure my DB. Inti Occupy Ghana for post no 2014. Mo heard your mutroye is Ankwana ne lady. July 1st, 2014. Montie Brofo, so I'm informed. Every kind of logic, rationale, religious or ethical consideration says we must all take to the streets again and again and again. Where your MPP for 2014 is Ankoma na di anim. Me kind of brofo no medwedwam. Kwasi afoti ande say adena Kevin Taylor use words we need collective responsibility. Wan he mu ne hia. Mo bodam. Mo be tena diplomacy chi. Asa twa trach na Ghana for. Ye twam. Ye duru be o say diplomacy na yin be diplomacy no. But we adun de abodam for the dia so tie nyina be bodam e save Ghana. Ye nyina ye hyeda abodam na e save Ghana. Yes. Enna kabum kai no hyeda na bodam. Ye nyina ye hyeda abodam every say mre bi no munya nipa bi na mo adwene ye adwuma mo hyeda abodam enna mo ye say mo abodam nti munti bibia ase. Yes ya hyeda abodam. Ye the fact no e be correct mo. Ye de ye bodam with nothing no. Ye bodam with evidence. Ye bodam with facts. Ye shada abodam and the market oh we odi atem dodo we de journalism ye nya ne sa we mu de omum de dabi o ye be shada abodam atenetene mo moa ma me kirekirem me pe no wen ni ye man kama pon obodam ye shada abodam ye buade o we de ye antete o ye tete ye chemo ye ne tete ye chemo awei odi atem boa ye ne buade chemo ba ye shada abodam de no kura na kire o obodam we dwa Tama mo share that board dam no ne ehwe mo ne de ni hwe mo Kennedy share that board dam kekan kwase asem obehye Mahama obekuwei obeyewei no ne nyina ne ayedin o share that board dam ena mo nyina mo support no ende de ye retaliate a wo so we mu de mu mu ade opuro koto de ne bodwe tie me oni bebi akọ obehwe Every kind of logic, rationale, religious or ethical consideration says we must all take to the streets again and again and again. Almost say, "Sesia bibie we wiase bi akire." Sa oba osummu, oba sebio adwene a eda nipa trim, oba bibi te say eye de ema nipa esipi esita. Bibie we wiase bi akire se e wo se ye ne Ghana fo, ye tu ye hugu eye den, eye street m na ye kire a emu odin. Enye ye kire ba ko ye kire a etoatoa so. We 2014 is Ankuma occupy Ghana oni kosie wara na no se embarrassing echi ebete no then na mi chire be nsam omo kan ye incite eye propaganda against the NDC government share mo de munim de eba yanko enim. Ghana has gone from bad to worse and is steadily approaching the abyss. Say the Ghana pratitia pansam. Baby, I don't know. Say, I never be there, and yet Ghana crying where John Mahama 2014. Satan is Sikutuka. Satan is sea chip compounds. saa time ne yɛ si blocks saa time ne yɛ ma mampɔn hene nsuo anom ne yɛ ma ɛde kumewufoɔ nsuo saa time ne yɛ si regional hospital siram ne yɛ si kotokoraba ne yɛ si ɛde pokuase saa time ne yɛ de ne yɛ circle interchange saa time ne yɛ si konfuanochi kejetia ɛwɔ kumase ne yɛ si sewia enso na nkɔfoɔ we sɛ Ghana tete apansam moa saa time ne yɛnkɔ IMF na John Mahama kɔ nyankɔ IMF mi dwedwe ma mo hu kwasiade a mo yɛ mo hyɛ da bɔ 2014 no yɛ hyɛ da bɔ dam mo diam no na mo ni facts bia o yɛ ne yɛ bɔ dam with facts hyɛ mo pa de mpa bia mo nka uko ani mo say the corruptly rich are becoming richer and the unjustly poor are becoming even more poor omo say ɛyɛ omo a ɛyɛ ketahyehyɛ ɛne proyɛ omo nya sika no ba na ɛba na omo a ehi omo buburo no omo de ehi omo pa omo takra nyina tutu 2014 omo se saa time no omo nya sika no omo nya sika pele sika kro no sika no omo nya broso ena omo ehi omo no ende yakɔkye ɛyɛ de Sicilia da pa 10 billion gudi dem kwasiafo mo tete wo pe diplomacy responsible de also pe de collective responsibility wo bodam wo go school wey mo pe collective responsibility rather go Kevin Taylor. I am mo kaka mo sama mo hwe ne o na ene wa ha o Jandam police where you occupy Ghana 2014. Yeah, bought them with facts. Now ko anima say we suffer from lacking basic utilities while we watch our taxes being lost to outright embezzlement and corruption under the watchful eyes of our morally bankrupt leaders. Brofo. So I'm for almost say we suffer from lacking basic utilities. Almost said John Mahama bread 2014. No, your friend be basic utility. Light in ma is so engine so o kwan che say nyoman kitinkiti bi ama nipa ohun gina ohun so no. Almost say ebi ni ho. And almost say while we watch our taxes being lost to outright embezzlement and corruption under the watchful eyes of our dear corrupt, morally bankrupt leaders. Say, Sesiano, Doma wuni say, yet Ghana had 2014, ye ni guso, ye ni kain, and a man for buye. A boy a chrono, and I'm penifua, omudi anima sebio, oma jinim kwe chire. I say morally the watchful eye of morally bankrupt leaders. Say 2014 no ahokyere any tabio nipa nyoma bi obenyama na be so nipa light insuo eye adwuma nyoma kitinkiti bi do se asa nyoma ni nyina no ahwere under John Mahama ema impenifo mu di anima omadwene nko kan omadwene enkon kan omunnim nyansa no ena mu die so 2014 esankoma na di we mwenim kwasiafo mo pe the collective responsibility you bought them with facts uko enima or say how long will we the youth or say how long will we the youth they were inciting the young men and women 2014 occupy Ghana how long will we the youth the future and the hope of our country sit down unconcerned almost say eye mmebunu amwo Ghana enkosi da ben ena mudi moni behwe John Mahama ne na abanfo a sebio omubu man na omumbu niye ade na motena wa monkyere se oman no edamakoma so they were inciting they were calling for chaos that time no na esankoma ne dom omo kyere mmebunu amwo Ghana se de yehu ne de yehu bi da mon sori waka mon kam hungu krom monye demonstration na monye dede and I'm say Jimmy on kwasiafo mo pedian collective responsibility it is very reciprocal collective responsibility you do good here it comes together it becomes better what bodam this one is doing good all the time this guy doesn't want to respond you want it to be better here wait Jimmy you don't understand the English you are using ukwasi or say we demand better because we deserve better. Almost say, Yanis ye Ghana for ye here say ye benya dien eye amamuo pa if you say eye ya said ye say ye benya amamuo pa. Nenda kwesi saying, o try to dream of a better tomorrow, but do your bit to do it. Say, mongini ochina ho, any the ochina de beba, and no, ena ochina no, mubedi de. No mo catch Ghana for say, John Mahama ya bonsam. John Mahama bo Ghana. So China Bank of Ghana bo bisia embo 60 billion da in the history. So John Mahama fa plane. Enko fa say wabro nintina plane mu da. Satana John Mahama on call IMF enko check 63 billion. No. Satana John Mahama AC schools. Na NDC for AC their hospitals. And so now say the youth should get on the street. Kwasiafo, you incited people to turn this country around. Then the MPP abano must say, man, would we fuse grawat was say NDC cannot do foco. We need collective responsibility. Oba crown and that's when show any kind of affection. And I say one cooperative in the sleep now. It is rape. You don't understand collective responsibility. Oba oyo yere ono da na onye ready so ono be have sex now for so who on so it is rape. Open collective responsibility. It needs to be reciprocal. It needs to be there something that the two of you agree to. Abaining na fa na timemufo ne yomafa na debia timemufo ne yomafa ye eje omo taxes levy den na nkwasiafo we ediskala kogu dem kwasiafo we private jet kwasiafo we PDS gold for oil now do GMT as empaka so open collective responsibility bana mo boda mo hu ana mo say obia jimisa chema wuntumi ana obia no so nsuo say abroje DC enti mo betena radio so a mo kasa say nwan ye nyina ye ntie ada MPP faili. Now there is a banter between a year press before and Pentecost for. Now Papa ya say software and the omoyina where you say yeah. Wait, I think my team sent me something. I need to show it to you. Yeah, thank you, Mr. S. Thank you. Let me show you some tweets from these animals. And almost see a dear muade. I am mu Jimmy. I quite a friend and I could see one. Then I know what goes to teachers file now. I say I don't try for Brazil and Echatano. More had your tweety 20. More here tweet or tweety here. John Mahama do a peteba and more. Never John Mahama in the president to be. Oh, bodam. Still obey Ghana. Now I'm here tweets the be on tweety here. Sa kwana na oye den. Oye. Happy day no nana kwesi ewua no the picture the boho no 2015 John Dramani Mahama, congratulations to you and your team. You succeeded in taking us back to HIPIC when we were supposed to be a middle income DNDN. So what time John Mahama call HIPIC no John Mahama call IMF no now what is work Kofo or no call IMF and also call HIPIC Kufo or a double salansa. So they were trying to equate Kufo's failure to John Mahama. Kufo Odinka ko HIPIC and so no IMF. Kufo is the worst president in our history. Yeah, Papa Kufo. On Twitter, no 2015. They deliberately decided to soil the name John Mahama. They were not attacking the government though. They deliberately went after Mahama's name because they wanted it to sink in the heads of the foolish ones who don't read and understand the echo. They wanted it to sink in the heads of when they were making their statement, they always use John Mahama instead of the NDC government. So at a point, Ghana from Porefi MP NDC, they were going after John Mahama as a person. Into tie ahemfo e de say Mr. Boachia ni go to die brown or te ebuakwa no or kasa John Mahama we hear lawyers John Mahama. They forgot, they deliberately ignored NDC government because they wanted to attack his person. They wanted people to know say onya kani or you turning no dear so Mahama no and the money here the second class citizen. So that will piss people off and the tribal idiots will absorb that because they are come for turning to me there so they don't look at the party. They target the individual. Dirty John Mahama, dirty the Northerner, make him look like he's a lesser human being. Let them vote on those lines. If you want them to, if you allow them to vote on the issues, you can never come to power. So they started going after John Mahama, the name, but not the NDC government. How many times did you hear NDC for mention JJ Rawlings' name. No, because they knew JJ wasn't coming for power again. Now they needed to destroy John Mahama, the name. Into Ukonya Sebio Akani Kwasi Ampeng to Same. On person obedwene o bought Mahama ni also 10. He wouldn't ask Mahama dear na why. A dear engineer so a dear dance here. You don't ask that. All that you do is a tough for moi. And intina Ibrahim Mahama ebe gina ayese ko ka se opese oti odonim eno oka se odo no ani sika omo oye 10. You see, so it was not about Ibrahim Mahama wanting to help Ghana for with the expertise, his resource, on one equipment. It was about adding a 10 take lead, you know. So in tough for they should not take lead. And the MPP pet to me, you know, they are saying what? Yeah, here Baumia because you're the tough for the G to me. You really actually so me and Kwasia for MPP. Omu pet to me. Omu you so Tiko Jagba or 10 year boa. Omu you so Anthony Cabo. Time and omu pet to me no. Omu you so Aliu Mahama. That is what we account for. Yeah. And inti utumi who will be to say Ibrahim Mahama or say Ghana's biggest problem this river. It is always getting choked. I want to use my equipment. My brother is the president. I don't care. Yes, say or ye Ibrahim Mahama into Oko bauxite near to Ghana. Obian to me to bauxite no. Ibrahim Mahama na expertise no. On ne wo sika na obetumi di ayesa exploration no. E wu so otu gold bauxite where obefa Ghana for adwuma. I have never seen Ibrahim Mahama employ the Chinese. Mihuda in any documentary on any social media, I say Ibrahim Mahama is working with foreigners. Ibrahim Mahama has always employed Ghana for Dodoni account for, and so Tina Ghana can say 10 year boa. Adena obey odo yampene and odo ne go na moa. You want to come and sit here and I'm to sabi. Now we nipa chentafo. This is what we are doing. Moshe da boardam 2012, 13, 14, 15. A boardam 2016. Banamuni engineer so and so Moshe da boardam. Yes, we are boardam ya the engineer so aba. Ya shut that boardam with evidence. Moa mo be cancer we di atem and a way mbugana for a boa funu. Kwato de ne bodwe meboa. Yenye selective yen dinkophobia atem. MPP ni nyina ho na betuma fa nipa John Mahama. Ibrahim Mahama Kennedy Japan so yeah maybe a cold store started say on see we that because of the politics kind of here or say still faction he has nothing other than grass for go into the tax books in Ghana. National Wana Accountant General can tell you how many people Kennedy Japan is paying. He's paying nobody. And all that mokwasi ato so akoto cardio machine for so form de oba politics be wiase kano omo unsi hospital mo wa adwene adwuma oba ka chem so the R&B ebe chichire Ghana ofui mama nchira ma de wo a enti pastor we Mr. S, you are loading me too much. Oh. Mr. S. Now be Mr. S, I'm finish away. Ain't these are some of the tweets I would tweet here 2015. They were going after the name John Mahama. Now here another one. Me chira ma de me mama hu de omo ye send be next time no almost start omo kwasi asem omo behu John Dramani Mahama doom so afemati. That is what they were doing. Nana kwesi wa na no sabre wa draw sase kan kwasi asem and the PMMC o wieska no sabre wa draw sase. Go after the name because of a lesser ethnic group. Finish him. And so we were not looking at development. We were not looking at what John Mahama was doing. We forgot or we deliberately ignored what he was doing. This is what John Mahama was doing. This. We deliberately decided not to talk about it. On my hand, are not in radio. So no young Kwasia campaign it Mahama. Obi, no young Kwasia campaign. Captain Smart. Sabo and Nimufi and Papa Benya Ace Edutame. Oketeche, Kwame Fifa. Kwasia to ne mame and the bonk bim no dawa in Kranho. I was Spinters Kwanso baby. Kwasia fo no mti radio so ye jandam. No mti radio so ye jandam. Adan or ye 10 yen say the ding na akam fombra. En Kwasia fo else motia we ba ya mu nyina tin kware. Yen kire hospital ba ko agenda 111 ba ko en. Me metena na mento sebi. Na menye sem ye ojimi fo ba na. Mo sem papa ejimi fo. My men tell me what they said. Momo boda won. Momo ni mani bra aba no me say yen change government, the country will go down. And they be boy nyina 2024. Me see, the NDC will come to power or it ends. My bodam elmodia or semoba. Now a do be so also about the man is me see. I'm going to say this today. An NPP for the country omo pantinum. I mean chamunde. The whole of the NPP, including Kufuor, I'm say NDC but power, that will be the last of NPP. And they know. And Kufuor knows the reason. J.A. Kufuor no Tihu Muno. Onim the reason. Asante hinim. The NDC comes to power, NPP will never come to power again. Ghana for nye bio. Ghana for nye mwa biemo. Ghana for nye slaves o. Ghana for adwuma bie. The world we are in today, people can fact check. Me say 2025, power and society, we will all help the country to go down. Ma bodam. They say Ghana no obi papa dia. Power will change. And it will change. Me see, you people can do everything. And you munku ye nyina. 25 and society ye nyina be ke gunsuom. E bi nchibio. 2025, power does not change. We will all help to bring it down. Now this say youth na comedy o mo ya moa. Only say Jimmy for amububo bombu to no munya nipa. Small scale miners no mukuta more legitimate excavators and machine no munya nipa moa ma. Me see 25, whether you like it or not, power will change. If it doesn't, we will all nullify it. We will all bring this nation down. Yeah. We will all lose. We will all go inside and cry and rebuild. Let's see 25 say enchenjia ye nyina be boa mana say na ye nyina akɔhye dem edisu esu ayeyie ye wi ane asa build it. We are not bigger than that. We will be able to do it. It mo be njini say anyo no a it has to happen. Baby edu no anka soldier for ko some to aban we go long time, some president to a long time. But because Amanfobi are thinking about our democracy, Ekufuado is not better than the 8 people he ordered for them to be murdered. Gabi, on chain 8 people now on murder or mono through the police and the army. And yet Ghana, Rebecca Mone Omomwabemu, they are not better than the 8 Ghanaians who were murdered. And those Ghanaians I'm not better than them. They deserve the same justice. Me say, you people know, Kufonim, and yet Otufonim, NPP Munim. But no matter what, power will change. If it doesn't change, then the best thing is that you all nullify Ghana and rebuild it. My bodam. 2016, and I'm going to tune for John Mahama. 2020, I'm going to peace car for John Mahama. John Mahama does not have control over NDC as a leader. No, the NDC as a collective group, they believe in one thing. They want to save Ghana. They want to protect the democracy of this nation. So it is beyond John Mahama. The NDC is beyond John Mahama. The NDC is Ghana. There are people on the other side who need the NDC, not just NDC for. Until when you people think, say, hey, John Mahama, we will go and talk to John Mahama. John Mahama is just a symbol who is representing the NDC. The bile of the people is the NDC as a collective party. And they will take power. Oh, bodam. Edua mone Mahama nko kasa edua we de o chisoma amese ene Mahama nko be wu ase na nyina ewu anka John Mahama nko be di nkan because e kro na chichire John Mahama papa dia wu enye na busuafo dia. He is lucky to lead the NDC today. He needs to do what the people want. John Mahama needs to do what the people want, and the people now are saying, from the military to the last baby in Ghana, we need to take democracy from this murderers in Kwasiafo ma. E Jimmy for mukunipa na mosre. Mo simfo mo sense ase e Jimmy for na Ghana na modia. E muama mo say Ghana mukunipa na mosre. Adan ya MPP for e muwa. Let's move on. Now, I was saying, why you crying? The men pick calls bia. Me the wom, if you am upon Ghana for no munim nyansa no mutie, the vote wisely. Jemen said any bullet to the but mention what they were into this pastor. And they see presby pastor bia. We in the Juma or coffee. In some more can say Bawumia is a unifying force for Muslims and Christians. Right Reverend Prophet Manti. Now Sir Sofui and the Oba Ghana, there is a rift between the Pentecostal church Pentecost, any Presby for, any Methodist for, they all want to look good in the eyes of a political party. How did we get here? And then I am a Yano, between I was born Anglican. Me Anglican, I was born into the Obuasi Anglican Diocese, St. Paul's Diocese in Obuasi. A honey a woman, a one I'm statical, sorry, nam papa, a honey is sorry. So I understand the principles when it comes to Christianity. The Catholic Church, I used to go there. My grandmother, that's where she was. I am a friend like Ambrose Mo, the Methodists. We know how church was built, how morality, sorry, kutem. Today, when it comes to Ghana, sorry are now pleasing the eyes of politicians. How? Asofum penifo today are now I saw audition for a political party to recognize them. How did we get here? Now, this is a Methodist software all free Nejuma DM. Now, commenter O Mekini said Bawumia is a unifying force for Muslims and Christians. Odeba Santika Semana Chika Metia. Ose Bawumia on na ye nipa bi a eye nkremufo na Kristofo obetuma ka omabom anase wemomo eye akyankofa no. Question e busan say oba Ghana nda nkremufo na Kristofo omoko ana ana mo ye mpanifo bi a mo jimi kakra sa sofu jina Ghana nim ka say Bawumia on na ye the unifying force. When did Muslims and Christians in Ghana fight? Da ben out say in pepefo ni Kristofo omoko Ghana mo ye mpanifo bi a mo nyini mo kasa sempenifo na mo kasa nkwasiem kasa we Jimmy kasa una de cro because you are creating the impression say peaceful coexistence between Muslims and Christians. You don't believe it. How can you be a moderator at a church like Presby? You don't deserve to lead Presby for. When since say a war ye nyina no when who say Christopher mo Ghana any impepe for enyantokwa and friction ho. We see the chief imam visiting churches. We see church members going to mosque. Adena mo Jimmy sa mo asofo ni bi mo nim nyansa. Mo nim sa mo na mo sai man no. Men of dogs, you don't want to speak legitimately. Bawumia because obeso di president nti. Presby asori nyina sabi on penifo mu di anima ye Jimmy for. Can't nobody rise up to say, "Hey, when did we see Muslims and Christians fight in Ghana?" Bawumia the unifying force. Who is fighting who? If you know that there's division between Muslims and Christians, let us know. Because politician person or president inti yan magana yet say a Christopher ne incredible ko adana mo Jimmy sa mo bi mpenifo ni bi asofo ni bi adana mo Jimmy sa. If he wants to be president, he needs to campaign on his track record. That's all. He is not unifying anybody because in the first place we are not in any confrontation. Obianko Ghana me navu for nkrewo for mo Ghana omo da ho ya me navu for Mr. Article mo omo da ho me navu for mustikla wa kremoni. There's never been a day I've heard say nkrewo bi wa ha na Christopher bi wa ha e kontokwa where in Ghana adana mo asofo ni bi mo Jimmy sa because you want NPP to make Bawumia president and what anyam na mo se nyina ye ntu ejapade nguni enko heaven. Anyam na mo se awiase afefede the bain and what is say Christopher in Crimufo ko Ghana. Now, sir pastor we, sir Reverend a Professor Mantewe no. The issue here is your MPP foot soldier. And I'm one steady in the utterances. And yes, of no audio. Time I know lead Presby sorry no. Na a chrono any atro. Or they say sorry no. Because I know be all Presby be an MPP ni. And I know be all Presby be an NDC ni. Inti nyamia 7 year the small. Yenka se ko church politics asofo ni bi. Papa we he has been an MPP communicator for years. Was say sorry no. Now mo here. This is the same man. Mo here the track record. This is 2021. You are a witch if you are not happy with Agenda 111. Oh, Jimmy Kasa politics. Your politics are sorry. Why is somebody a witch? So support to Agenda 111. People raised legitimate concerns that the president promised 88 hospitals. The president came to meet uncompleted hospitals and that he should complete those before we think about Agenda 111. How can somebody be a witch by asking legitimate questions? We are so for Jimmy for. You found to my also when you heart attack now to train we are Jimmy for. We have a government where we need to make sure continuation is something we stick to as a country. It is Obia Banal say hospitals so cheap compounds be over 1,000. There are regional hospitals There are district hospitals. Why don't you concentrate and do it? So people raised this issue and said, no, that is not right. You have even promised 88 went to mine 111 I'll be to my go and complete the ones there. Also be a before we are software Bible now kind of maunyansa. Politics. Jimmy Fokasa. Also a penny Jimmy for that. Kevin you didn't penny for them. Penny on him yansa on kasa say. Software nyamieshira na the wisdom of God e won so no ana wisdom onyankopon e dia ma no on kasa Jimmy mu say no. We are software and also Mr. President. Yeah, that's it. 111 agenda. It makes sense. But Mr. President, menya kwara me 12 dwene me so mo yere womba apart from sofudia en conforma me sika didi so otwe no. Mr. President, oman ne yebu yesika sem nye de obeto ye ne wie e na kyese onyame nipa. We are foot soldier. Only abronye this difference be anim. Now mo hwe papa we me kyerem ne record. 2022 E-levy is chicken feed. Let's sacrifice. Where would not did to some? Where would your matter say? Where Uncle Heaven? Missy way Uncle Heaven. I sorry now. Where did the one they share the Mao school or did the ma? Where Uncle Heaven? Where politician? Ghana for the mama for their sorry that hey ready yango. Mama Ghana for the mama and go for be azan for be the sorry ne kasok dadamu. 2022 see E-levy is chicken feed. Let's sacrifice. We should sacrifice for E-levy. My members are software in there. E-levy the day e buy the day. Oh, say Jimmy Kaso ko kan so mu ade. Omophobia so be Jimmy. Penyinia we Jimmy 2022. E-levy dey na mo catch somebody E-levy be omo so be kwan omo de be hospitals omo de be factory omo de be schools omo de E-levy na scan away software wujina puppet nim. The first question you ask the government and say sa tax audi be what happened to them from taxation to production in confo we catch the Ghana for say omo ba tax omo twem e production and the oba omi na wo Jimmy campaign amano no and the also nka economy no ho asem biem uda ho gina sorry dem 2022 ya ka se eye den E-levy chicken change if so wunya adwuma kwase bi na Sunday obegina sorry dem no aye oyi sika se tight ye de amount ye de ahwe ho o de ahwe ho akodidi e na oyira koda na nka wo so unam nwuram na wo do e na wo yi adwuma me ye tax anka san kwase akeka we nka wonka say E-levy na chicken change usimu gire se o ya advert ma fanta kwase sam saa na tim we udina chia onko heaven e dey na obekire so obekọ oya political pastor mo hwe me menka asem yanka se we ma committee na medina temo me kire reason tia medina tem mo hwe no my job is to support government not the opposition. President moderator 2022 June okano na sorry ni mo se na djuma ne se obe support aban no enye opposition inti sa kwa we ogina ho na ekufuado arenti jet di nkwasi asem obeka because na djuma ne se obe support aban no sa kwa champagne we oto na ye go for oil na tam Ghana for egudie de kwa abrochi obekasa na djuma die ni se obe support aban na enye opposition sa kwa champagne we ogina ho na se nde sisi ledapa $10 million eguni dem a obeka ho asem dabi because of support aban on support opposition we mu na we mpanifo amudi omochi di moko heaven no matter is for psychosis for na mo form di munim za no me ne press before any problem but me can the hard truth a kire se sofu gina wanim no oyazaa o se e ka kire mo na mo hu sibia mo besom mo nyame mo fa akwa we do mo heaven na why mistake for the past time akwa we lead press bin we gu asore no me kire mo nkwase akeka wo de press bi asore na ye ma menchira mo baako me kire mo sika impedede mo ka Ekufuado ka sika impedede no de no kan ye president moderator explains Ekufuado's sika impedede famous quote Ekufuado ka san kwase sem no wie no okogina asore dem so obekire we foot soldier wo Ekufuado ka kwase sem no wie no sika impedede ono na ebekire mu akire ye sofo president sofo I go. We go heaven anka nyankopon ko nyanipa Sa akwa ko heaven na Nyankopon ni wo. Wait. Apo. Akwa we ko heaven na Onyankopon krampo ni ho na de omo kanyina ya aza Onyankopon bi ani ho. Wait. O wo ko bonsam gam. O hia bonifache boni ose bonifache. Wait. No do oyare go to mompa man ho. NPP communication gunitim chan Nyankopon asem na also kan no. NPP communication gunitim more than quotations. Wait. My men can come in church, no, my men can't hear or say, eh? I say, Most Reverend Professor Joseph Obriyeboamante, the 18th moderator of the General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, has tasked Ghanaians to critique the government using the proper channels, stressing that doing otherwise ultimately hurts the economy as it has the tendency of chasing away investors. Or see, okache Ghana for say mo criticize ba mo criticize the nines ta mo criticize it too much na mo ma mo nsem ye din a say economy no if you say investors dwane sa so fu no okrum ha e na Kennedy Japan ko gina radio so ka say eye awonafo ene asantefo awonafo mo asanteme yanku omo siremfo mo asanteme yanku omo sa otwen we no Ghana ena MPP for Baomia eye press conference o Ghana nyina say oba dollar no bebi gina no be ko form we no wa how sa papa we know ha and the MPP for a press conference upon press conference cause corruption is high and ontumi nchechiri mu enkwase akeka de sika mpede no or the Nyankopon puppet no and edi sa nkwase adwuma no we oya MPP foot soldier and ogina sorry them why campaign kwa 8 years ama Baomia intin sem na oka say Baomia is the unifying force that ben a Christopher ne nkremufo ko wo Ghana. This man is crazy. Man can we my min chechim 722 ai ndi obi aka me ma pon bibi kama koma bia na me bi phone lines but bibi anka makoma to adwum o say uko enima o say ba menya dibua ba menya dibua say, and I quote, there is a medium to raise concerns about issues, not to dirty each other in the media. The more we say negative things about the country, the more prices will shoot up because there is no investor who will seriously take you seriously. I see the more I ka o man ho asembone no, the more nyomemu ye din or chi. Busa won say asori for udi omo ni moderator for say a press before nipa dodo send omo dwuma say under abanwe buy obegu banks press before dodo omo na mo ye dwuma banks omo dwuma egu wo de wonye dwuma onsa nka won nan ka wo de Sunday bia no wa boxer a white chapel akogina kan kwase ase bi ni amoska go teduane nti wo de ohun ni say mo bia nkasa if you say wo kasa no na economy ni say and the pastor kum economist erade jago for we mu na mo de mo ko Nyankopon ho no me se bibi say o mu wura heaven a me dura metuntosu atwam we apo I have one policy say Vembas who said the ni sa. If you want to speak on Kevin Taylor's video, speak on the video. Do not try to misquote misrepresent me. Oh yes, I me no ba kubewu. I am sending this out there and I want to be clear. I want to be clear on this matter. You can take my video. You can do whatever you want to do with the video. But make sure it's factual. Make sure whatever you are saying about my video is factual. So you just say to a sa platform kitwana did was to make guno. Me, I know what I can do. And I know majority of you people, you have used hundreds of my videos. I can come after you. But I'm not petty. Me, I am not petty. I believe in sharing ideas, putting content on social media. That nipa bi won say content or person you take it and use it. Whatever money you make out of it, it is your problem. I don't have a problem. But don't represent me. So them bars guy, no. I'm telling you, this is your last warning. If you don't want it to be personal, if you want me to report every single video of mine you have used on Facebook, on YouTube, then report on the right thing. Sabo no my friend no Zion Felix na nimu rough from dem adinka ka kire no so person hu de din a onko so when you go and interview people and you mention my name in the interview, make sure asemna nipa de kan no, that is what you are using as your caption. How nkwasia mikuta camera bako, mikuta Nokia, mikuta some fucking $10 light bi di page no. May I've crossed that stage oh. And we JSS for nyama. Jakonya one room be the blue light asani ha, ya the green light asani ha, obi by a studio. That we have crossed that stage. One kasa any equipment auto nyina mu nyina saying you betume di dwa edwom ne ato ase no. Nti maintain your level. Wo di ane say bia jantre ni bi ode na nam krom na hu fin bi jantre ni we na the camera di omochi omo yo se kakra ko didi. Because how Belgium say na ko na wo di illegality esesa nkofo etwitwa ntro no. O Belgium de betuma end in nda sa Belgium was a France ne I been alolo nkurasi bi na unya kona wasade ye connection wo de fake documents I did nkofo di wechi ne ye betuma stop no ye betuma mo anu aduane abo inti maintain wo Zion Felix maintain your level should be where you are. What we are doing is bigger than you yourself. I don't go for say Kevin Pentokwa. Me, I have a reason for everything I do. Okay, thank you. So I have a reason for every single thing I do. Everything I do. And to me, didn't send a message na ko. Wow, unim Zion Felix, no. I've never commented on your show before. I don't care. Because I know what you do. There's no creativity with it. Obia to etam camera DJ and trafuichi. And anyone can do it. Obia to me the filter to the video so. But so per se, and I'm going to be straightforward with this. So only obi a interview. Na so obo mi di wo ma. Na nipa ne bo mi din a. Make sure nipa na sama can you report it the same way the person said it. And I'm going to be clear on this. I'm not going to go into detail. I am going to stay here. So person who's try it again. And I don't know why people even allow such a dumb guy like you to interview them. You what do you know? Who is our fellas? What do you want to myself? Oh, live. One can say Facebook live lecture myself. What do you know? Our Petra for Mike. As you say easy to sit in front of people. You are not intellectually there. You don't do that. 2023 and shirt pink suit. Oko Cambodia, if one could down on pink suit. What then I'm gonna disturb you, massa. Maintain his agent photography, and let people who have serious issues to deal with serious issues. Mr. O, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. So stay in your lane. Now small cage near jantra photography, where we are, we are bigger than CNN cry. We are serious, so yeah, Jikro. You protect your jantra for. Yeah, Jikro, and your jantra for the camera diomochi. And you need to know the distinction between that. Thank you very much. And say MPP number 12 ko una so mukua or how they saying if you take it to so good paso. Why my MPP for what you say with Jimmy with all due respect because Sebio abuana nsesa na adwene and the krako zoo and buana nsesa adwene. Enti say unim say MPP no de omo ye no ene de omo ka say fatumi mom no me na omo nya ade na oda hotuma MPP. Na yes adwene da wutirim no adwene no form with all due respect. Obi we say Kevin o kaseti amen kasentia no. Papa wait me tell say ma mentufo. Otumi tam obi tena say ma mentufo ya akwara. Nyoma bi a wo ye na nye. Nyoma bi wo ha o say oyi wo hu frim. Papa we betumi akotena say me tu nkwarafo. Adenti na otumfo o mehu sa wo num wi. Na wi na wo num no emboa ujai adenti na wotufo. Papa we ade na otu nkwarafo. Adenti na otu ne mafo. Otu ne mafo efri say nyoma bi wo ha ne mane ye no ompe into so mu mfiri ho. Ene na cheso epanyini. Na ono amu no wato aba ena aba na oto we no ema ne ho kyere no ena nipa no motese no ebu nimtia enso wo se wagimi de obetena ne gimi mu entimi akwamete mi ntumi mboa sa nipa sa. Now you get the argument. Sa papa we ya otietie mu tietie ma nanim tumwa oyeje mi ntumi mboa no efise why na adwene se obetena ne gimi mu o se wo ya median kura mi ntumi ntuma aba ma NDC na nipa na hu sa wuntumi nto aba ma NDC a ende obechi tu sa aboa enti disrespect no obe disrespect wa kopim so obewu efi say wa manati ase se wagimi efi say we hu sa uni alternative bia uni adwene a obetumi make decision bia ebetumi ede nsakra foforo beba because se watuma to aba eyi aban that means obetuma asasa wadwena to etia sa aban no but in your noise making and in your anger you made it clear say enya dia betuma to aba ma the alternative enya dia betuma to aba ma NDC inti trem na ɔmo nkyiri tusu bi a wotie no tirem na wo ho tete sɛ de wo ho atete no tirem na ohia no wundi so me metena ha emeso so nipa we so say we die Ghana for na kasa da bi we oye tribal bigot and a stroke idiot because on person be use adwene na da ne tirimu no enti politicians be use ne sa ponche e bia bubefu but say wadwene wo fie a every time bia wo bobra bia na wusua lessons film no na o de sesa wa bra bom enti na nipa ene aboa omuntumi entenam bom say eba adwene a if say nipa wa adwene cha aboa the reason why nipa is different from aboa na say sometimes all into science pa omuntumi ka say nipa e aboa but the reason why I face evolving economy me bedru bia na separate nipa efri aboa ho if you say humans have this to think in how they want to act as if or pretend or act some way nipa they sometimes do things just aboa we there or ye nyoma bi dise nipa ba won kasa aboa we dey nipa because the nipa betuma ye no sa aboa no ntumi nye so you get it into the moment I went to me and differentiate that no there's no need for people like us here better radio to say papa we na asem ye me ya ye nka bi mo da bi e wo so wo bre because ujimi na utimu no untumi fancy sam bibia e wo ho into papa we ya ugina we dede a wutietiem e na de ndien NDC de we ya me de amintumi nto no into wote wo no betuma tufo unim nyansa eri tufo unim nyansa ya de bobra into there's no way I have to sit here and say papa we kasama Ghana for on kasama Ghana for or kasa protecting the Jimmy and then the tribe. I'm going to be honest, you might not like my choice of words but these are the facts. When we say dinner bro, when we see a buni nimtia, when we see a body near to during elections, when we say a bino or the Toto Mahama Diana Mahama bine ye, as also on to mean to na ba Emma and this that. Chese ni Jimmy na wajia to muse obetim no, obetim kopim say yesu beba. So why do I have to have pity on such a clown? Ebu amusi e didi atem dabi de ose Jimmy no aka kire no and it's not just him. There are thousands of nipa mo Ghana omuti say and intina ehia obu ha otunu kotunu se ote ohiem na eyewa reho enisa eyewa reho ebi mo ho naturally omo no mo pe ohia no ebia wantimi ye utumi nante na akohu nipa bi o so nipa we de ehia ne pa o ade na wa protect sa enya bi o ho a enye se obi na akosie eyomo agimi ana ama ha wona beda omo so enti it is not say oti so bi kasa ne ho kyiri na anti ende sa nipa no o Ghana ni o so kasa ma no da bi obu ha naturally on dey jimi beto no so on dey o how beto no so on dey ohia beto no so when you check the level of thinking of this man you could see say how kyira okomu no he called it for himself intenyo obi ehia ni bia na ne ho ya say ne ho ya omobo enye obi a otietie say Ghana edi bia na say ne ho omobo because no matter what you do no onye ready say o kire ne kwan say on free sa tibia we mu na besesa na brabo on pe obeso tena jimi nim ne ohia nim so such a person no MPP for be use ne say kraman sa kopin so obewu na de me ya ne say papa we ato ne pa awo enti ono so betu ne mafo efutuo be na obetu ne ma because ende papa we ne ba ebo jantra na se jantra no amana wo miensa onye adwuma papa we ne ba ne tena ode no be ka kire ne ba na abena bebesa no kasa me yo papa mafa bram ewiase de wo ye bibi ne ye ka kire wo na emwa wa also wo yidian wo twe wo firi ho because ampanyi we sa no betu akorare fuo enso obegina TV so say MPP de wo ye median no na betu ama no into way onye matured in the brain to even have sex with a woman and have a kid. Na adwene nyini to the point is also no oba kra da no if you say onim nyansa na nyansa ye de bobra ye de differentiate aboa ne nipa nyansa ne jimi no oni bi oye panyini keke wenyini keke and I don't feel bad making these statements because people like this omo no mama ahokyera beto Ghana fo bibiem so a omo ya imagine say nyina pese adwene ye ko enim. These are the kind of people mama ahokyera beto Ghana so and then Ghana problems, you know, we just want to make it look like say a politician be an cause. No. In chapter 20 and yema obia ding. In chapter 20 your MPP ni. In chapter 20 your NDC ni. In chapter 20 your Kevin Taylor. In chapter 20 your Ibrahim. In chapter 20 your Suzanne. In chapter 20 your Agrada. In chapter 20 your Eddie. In Gege. In chapter 20 obia odin. Inti memfo obi din ko shobi. Inti me kan kire me say politicians in the drum. Abro obi ba we school. abra politician bi ba obey tema motorway, politician bi obesi regional hospital, politician bi ba obey make sure say eye ahokyere no kanea odi aba na politician bi kwase ampa nyina ba rent jet tima o ka say politicians na epe na wo sa nipa no wa adwene wo fom wagimi onye ready say obesesa enti sam wasam no na de bia kana mafo say yedi atam no. We are trying to let you people understand say enya Ghana enya obia na treating say nipa ye kasa kire ni say nipa if you say naturally na adwene no odwene sa aboa obi agye woto mfie nson ekon wotwe aban abaso agye woto mfie nson ekon wotwe aban na ogye sa woto no ende ensem oka kire wonya ontumi nyemu ba akokra aban na ogye woto no emu nipa ende yakone dem $10 million gu wo ma yenyina die ni ehu aban na politician oka kire say obegye wo ama wo di yie no ende sorry anu rent private jet €14,000 an hour. And the sir nipa na okache ose oba eye adwuma beba no and wentime bia adwuma baako wentime si hospital baako wentime bia company baako na would Jimmy say media no na beto ama na wo ya boa onya nipa. I don't have to sit here and entertain your foolish views. Abrofo omunya nipa nchen Ghana fo. The only difference between abrofo na bibifo sebio abrofo no dodo no dwene chen ye omo dwene se nipa ye no bibifo no dodo no ye dwene. With all due respect, Manusi Sumina so yene do ne adwene se moa. Ade na haye no, ade na ekuye no, sa ade na na pe. So we steady a yare a ebo bibifo ene yare a ebo abrofo no. Sa yare na eku bibifo chan abrofo. Because yene wo my opportunity. Ne aka se Kevin Taylor, Ghana for and the party and the insanie monoma bibini to me nom na abro so we do everything in excess. Say yes, sky you said in SS. Say more opportunity in SS. Say you create opportunity. We do everything in SS. Into Debia we are at a disadvantage. Everything about the enemy before we do everything in SS. Into Mayen to me Gene. Ediania Edia no been abrofu di Uba America. Abrofu no budi and one before be ready. And so the amount of Ediania yen be dear. You can follow some particular kind of yare. It is associated with some people. It is because we do things in excess. Yakasi support to NPP. We support LPP in excess. Inti ema ya adwene no form na support our NPP no a bro ya adwene so nti abeda na ejimi for. That is our problem. We do everything in SS. Yeah in SS. Yeah didi in SS. Ukotu fufu esi kobrani anim. No we say why all this? You are doing SS. It's going to hurt you at the end of the day. Or no man in SS. Bro ni bia fio be kona nsa ho. They drink wine, they drink whiskey, but they make sure they are drinking it in a way it will not affect the body. Ukotu na bibini to ho no monsa. No one no monsa ni nyina no me. Oh we are doing nante. Just say we do everything in SS. Yes, support to party. Yes, support to party to the point. We support it in essence. We become foolish to the party. That is why you see or you hear this kind of comments. I mean, for any nipabisa, but on the average, we are talking about percentages. Into Ustadia, ye Jimmy in SS. Oh, hey, Jimmy in SS. Yeah, Jimmy, I say Jimmy, and you can do that. More America, you can do that. They are African Americans or Monko Africa. Da. Bibini Mojano, it does everything in SS. Bibini Mojano, it does everything in SS. Utumeko Drew Ghana, Ushe Diani Sini Paba Queen, Miss Aden. Udika Krebia, you'll be okay to move on. No, Tibianika Kraka, no, if you fret, and you are doing SS, or we are not so, or to me, we do everything in SS. Inti, yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy. Before to be koto na ye de manual aka ho on kinkan keke no mfa ade ni sisi ni no na bibi ni se da bi we de mehu bi pen we sewing machine am koto ye we de say we singer engofo nyina use sewing machine we bi wa koto bro ni de ahye box mu or the manual aka ho o so kwa ni we manual no na wa kinkan because every day they update the machine bibi ni te ho na wa to manual na to atwene na otutu we de ani ebe we de enti de ka kwa na fita for that said in SS because ye nim nyansa. Yeah, Jimmy, Bibia in SS. Yes, support to party, Jimmy Musa na broso. Yes, yeah, Bibia broso. So that's why you see such comments or such videos. Me and ya, I'm not surprised too, because that is how we are built. We are built to be stupidly in doing things in SS. Oma bibini chance say on warema, boss wa warema broso. Yes, say. And I don't have an issue with obi or worry mba miensa and 9. I don't care. A wild decision. Whether you're Muslim or a Christian, I don't care. Man, I don't have issues with people marrying 4 and 5. I don't care. Man, I don't also have issue with somebody deciding to marry one person. I don't also care. But the issue is you do things in excess. Now I worry man 9. Every day, every week. You are doing something in excess. What is going to happen is going to have a toll on your body. And see, we need to understand. I will say a general how it is going to go against us. Now there are some videos we need to clear. Now yanko enim. Inti bra in essence. And I will study here. Ato yire nchem to me see we say. Na brofo bre, na be before bre, ba wo hwe bre be before the bra. It is in excess. COVID-19 ba brofo bre pa. But what they were doing is every day they were trying to find solutions to COVID-19. Uko Africa be COVID-19 ko be bre in excess. Every say yet wono yangene yampese be solve problem bia. That is why we are here. Or your House of Folk supporter, he's a phobia supporter in excess. Phobia ya de kwa na also a phobia for say hey, de kwa de enko ye one hwe relegation. Hey, okay phobia, mini ya no sa na phobia na igu. But nko ye bold no ka say we de meeting. Na we de enko ye. Ebia nka bibia sa or ya sanje kotokoni a uku apemba ba ye de wo yo. Na team no 100 years no nje trophy, not team ye kotokofo. One can only say you are supporting the team in SS. Who support the team ni Jimimu? Because at the end of the day, say 1942, glory now down one. You don't have a team. And your mark will be na udi echire. Weja. I don't know Kevin Ekasa. Na me be den. Untumi ya fa Jimmy tina we na me come asem. Kenyina ne say oso akoni kuroma ko hu say ye Galamsey wo ho. Into ono amu akwata no we declare war on Galamsey. Amu akwata say ono we declare war on Galamsey. Now the question here is, were we not here when the president himself, Ekufuado, declared war on Galamsey? What happened? We a mere roads minister who is incompetent. He is a mere roads minister, or you're the most incompetent roads minister in the history of this country. Now, and the Okoni Krum, at Chimhona Okon say Galamsey ni temuno. Galamsey na sasi kan the Enko Jubilee House no. Galamsey na onye bindino. Obek or say he has declared war on Galamsey. Amwakwata. So you see, and so what can you see? Because I media, we are medan I meant to my NDC that or the kwasia jina jom kase me Jimmy Kura me pay. A buy na or buy no. I also no ebe make sure say Galamsey with 2 asie no. And the omo no ya Galamsey no. And the omangasa krum excavators 1,500 etu ayira udu Jimmy jina santime mu say I media we are media beto am NPP. Jimmy na do kro na efa me ho. Yati kroma na mochichire nsam de so Mahama se Mahama de confirm akobokina faso excavator mua echen otumfo be nhia no udwum 10 a excavator bia be take one space etumi ira 1,500 era na obi TV so ka kire say NDC ni NPP de omo ye pe yase Mahama breso na yase den. Thank you boss. Mahama breso ena dien yesin confirm to Kobokina yate in confirm to me to Kobokina and the ma breso excavators 1,500 mo de kwase ate woka say ah yesi ade we am the NPP na meto ama no wajimi because politics na wo ye no wo de wakoma ene sebio bebia wo frie ena wo de ya politics no on pese o man ne bekoso enya wo dia enya wo party dia ye manen sei se enya wo party na ekoye dia and o man obi agimi NPP for level of thinking no omo di NPP echi omo to abama NPP etitiri ya ni akamfo dodo no sa na adwene se NPP abana so mogu Ghana ni mase omo obokro no dia ye mfa nhye obia anye obia nim nyansa. And this is where we are today. Now we study NPP for now. This is how they do politics. Amwakwata yebi the Ashanti regional minister akwana ni tumso kokoro no he did the same. This is what they call governance. When say where you they don't understand how to manage the power they have. You see, that's how they operate. They don't understand communication, they don't understand talking, they don't get anything. They say, oh, you know, the way we say, so these people are Omo nyini o so omo jimi. And that is what they do. They've been doing this every day. And when I catch up, so when we do nyansa, when we do mundi Ghana, so into as far as our power and quantity, chenemayanko, so also be and or exhibiting everything in excess. This MPP, their foolishness is in excess. Everything is in excess. They don't know how to use things. They use things moderately. They don't know that thing. It is what stadium but they commit the same mistakes and the same thing because they were brought up by the same philosophy. We no mobedi Ghana so no amwakwata so de nani
to undertake that illegal activity. This level of
brofo oso brofo no obu ni kompa no da to ha oso brofo nsa no otuko no da to ha ohwe brofo han no obiem he's declaring war. We mo Ogo say MPP for NDC for Roman Kinkai, way mo. He's declaring war and he's going to use eagle eyes. You use a confirmed eyes. Just say, yet to quote him, if we be in your position, Chiwei, Nana Adodan Kwa Ekufuado, the biggest Okpo, Ebubuano ma, Otia Santimanso, I'll say, Onya dia Santimai pe, I still Obua Santimanim tia, or catch a Ghana for say, he has declared war on the Galamsey or no Okono Bosum Kokrokoro or no current to Galamsey ase and Ekufuado excavators 1,500 aira or hinibia din or him for headquarters menshia or one kabibia. What we say you are declaring war. You are using eagle eyes. Why so John Disibiaba? Concert say na social media MPP mad boys and girls na omunye juma dirty people no they will go and cut this piece normally about to MPP page you see our MP mo Jimmy anything am obre no you those called young test comfort MPP and kwasi from good jubilee house no man no wi na they don't care about you, they don't care. So these are the kind of people who are governing. They don't understand governance. Amwakwata way e close the toll booth and yaka say sa toll booth time close be sin the unu skan Kenya on in Ghana e ma tell ani apa atade fun bi ahye no say yentuma osedien yo e di gina street mu say yenchi obia adentra Ekufuado so onya land minister because the busuani no into osobrofo ha no wetu ka o hebrofo ahem no we miem o hebrofo ha nkwase akeka you are declaring war. Eh Ghana pa ye jimi o okay, the question we are asking here is basic. 1,500 excavators na way. Wo amakwata ugina ho. Mo chairman chairman won to me. Mo nyina mo MPP mo nyanim se o say nsuo o kunipa o ye Galamsey. E ma Galamsey ni kunipa. Mo de mo kwase agina so mo ye mpenifo obi antumi nkasa. Adentra we do everything in excess because chairman won to me no or your party mba. Enti oya party banti onku asen north fo nyina onku bekwai fo nyina onku asante fo nyina onsan beku achim fo nyina ye jiminti na wenya asantini ba dehye et social media defending kwasiade we aden a oya MPP ni na wura fi se wona nanom asase omugya wa asante memu ma wo no without asasere wunyo obia ayana mo asante fo ni bi ayana mo sori kente peje mabeti ye de MPP fo ye se Galamsey siasa me see asante na mo te so no asante asase na otumfo se tutu otumfo ye otumfo nyina e asase amutiso o ma men kan kire mo me se de asanteman ya asanteman nyina e the vast land of asase amoteso uni asase a uni baby ate uni asase a wo hene a odi hene wo shape mu da mo hene a odi hene e wo nzuo zuza mo hene a odi hene e wo funu mu da. It is your land that makes you powerful. Dia wo wasase nim dia wo te so ene na ma wo ye nipa okuta tumi enti piao o te kokoso ma na manka so o te banche so ada manka so o te bengu so ada manka so o te e de fonton from so mo se o te kokoso kokko no wen e wo manum e wasase nim enti se mama nipa bi se asase na asase ne se ya o te kokoso onko tena he we a simple thing I may explain ya udwa kwa e wa problem yen yankasa kasa na bia na enti ase oti kokoso asante hene no kokko na wahin kokko no wahin e wa asasinim na mama nipa bi etu asase na se asase no na otu akodum pempenso bi na enya bebi ma oti kokko ntena so obetena de so oti banche so These are things we need to take serious. Inti MPP aba ya say Ghana nsase Galamsey say no, we need to speak into tumu asantini de show free menhia na o defend chairman wuntumi adan we do everything in excess. Our foolishness is in excess. We don't think. We are always putting party before our livelihood. Inti mre bi bedu eye asantefo asase no munya bebi mfa akonwansi won tena ho na sambre no hwan na be ye otekokko so. Ebi asem na meka na asante ntimo nti ase ntimi menka ne brofo ba menka ne brofo meka na asante mamwate ase. And I'm talking about Galamsey. Otikokko so yani asante fo be kasa otikokko so masa na nsem ti so otumfo na pia wo na me chenchen hene Kevin Taylor maba na wodome e na me so me do waka so na no jimi a me ntia na me da ase me ti say otumfo apamo be kwa hene bi otumfo ni nyina ye. But the killer point is that you need to let the government understand through a regional chairman say, hey, your friend will take a course or your friend will take banches wo. Menya or take office wo. Menya or take banguso, me take a course or kokoni ya sikakoko wasa asenase. Na ende sikakoko na wasa asenase no nipa bi omusa tia santimemu ene abemu om MPP for say asase no because otekoko so no omo pen sikakoko na otekoko so ne de hia nkasa ebedu mrebi no na asase na sei no edie na obetena so de age osamba ose medi otumfo atem onti asante Kevin edidi otumfo atem onti asante otekoko so hweme anajo se abrantie nim nyansa minya abrantie du ka asante asesa otumfo me mfantini enso o masantini ntumi hu mu asantini nana no kora na make kire no metu metu bekwa hene metu nkofie hene san nkofo ni nyina omo ya anto omo no they don't play a big role bia in the Galamsey na ekoso no menhia nim se chema huntumi na ese asanteman menhia nim se MPP aban na ye Galamsey wa asanteman se asase menhia nim asantefo akora wedi 12 years kora nim se MPP na etu Galamsey enso yakata so adenti ni yakata so ye wie fi ho se ye frɛ otekokko so na nanom no ebedu mrebi saa de ma ye otekokko so no eni ho bie ma ye dean bibi ena ma nipa ye bibi enya ntokɔ asantema kokko ye ena ma ne ba asantema yo ebia wonima asante amamre anase wonima asante history enya wano ate asante kase na kyerɛ so onum nyansa eye sɛ uma woni dafo na wotie nyansa na afɛ wo de den wo hwɛ de ekɔ bebie besi where you are and the end game. Enya ntokwa asantema kokko ye ne ma asante o asante nyina Africa sika kokko e hya asase nim ne ebetena mankwasiafo bi the politics asay asase na wi a saa 47 paramount chiefs na mo show tumfo ase no why na mo kodi ne so hene yeti kro na MPP for Ekufuado ba menhia ade ne Ekufuado one called the Northern Regional House of Chiefs anko kasa Adentina Ekufuado sorry no one kasa okọ the Northern Regional House of Chiefs akokasa Ekufuado ne MPP for tam akonwa besi menhia otumfo anim ekache otumfo se Galamsey ne de okọ saa time na Professor Frimpong Boateng report hye ne to ni nyina bo hu se nimtia na motia santimemu mampon hene te wo ene de emma na otwi omo party ase saa nyoma nyama hu sa santi nimtia time okutumfo gina manim eyemo Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs National House of Chiefs no na report hye ne to munim se nimtia che emma otumfo ene de obi ankasa ene de normal koto de ne bodwa ye twa matani bia beye ne edi na temaka se we na se entafo enso ye asante ya ye ne ye entafo ye nyina ye nim ye dagoma fo asefo ye mampurusi fo asefo ye entafo adentire ye tena ho ne ye nim no kure no ne ye te ha ne ye manipa bi daadaa ye na eye de beka ma de ba ma ekirima no ye nitua na esei na ye sere no wedwa na wo de woni bebe ma adwene da woni bebe ma adwene da nka wo to na obu ofunu ko wa no musu ada wo bodam de me ka no de nim abeka kire me otumfo tutu anim ena Ekufuado begina ka se okọ Galamsey na Frimpong Boateng report hye ne to na wa list nipa omo ye Galamsey wo Ghana obi adi wom wambu otumfo o sebi o jane na igu menhia no koye ebesi nde be man tumi sorry fa nsansi ni bo ugina o se ai me de e ma ka se metoma MPP no meto ewu yan bo brasa o ma ho kwan na o ma nipa ekasa tiawo Ti asante afe bon be argument no mo de ko. Kobna asante Asempa FM. The last part no say so Oman of ex-president Mahama ka say yegyina embra na omubusa ne say neni suade ewen where is his policies o me kan che de opeso ye. Sometimes ana nipa bi dwen say sorry anopa na ya adwene say ye be kan ya adwene akire nipa bi eye de firi nipa bi enum ene nimtia ene ahoya ene nkwasia tribalism ene abedru ha. This man talking on your NPP communicator or say on your NPP communicator. Suddenly, Obetina radio so I say ma obia nya na agene say NDC ba bibi fufuro bi besi. I say a weak mindset. Now I say a collective responsibility. So I'm a for the bantama for amutie me. Yaka say collective responsibility a wo kakra wo de baba nyansa ene asemesi nyansa kakra wo de baba ene ye ne enye beka adwesim kakra ene ebetumi de aboa a build oman no na former president John Mahama ka kire say ye nyina yenka ehumbom ne mboa oman na onfa na adwene mra na yehu adwene e wo na ni so a ye nfa mbu man no ohun kwase akasa efri kwase ampanyini ho sa fei mo baby a conversation akodu so se sana tie dia se NDC ba na wo man hene ne obi na mote wo no a mo sem ye journalist no se NDC ba na omuntumi meye foko se NDC ba ultimate petrol so NDC ba na ye say ye collective mindset a indirectly no na beso ka say ye nya ba na ye koto no ne ma soja ba mbedi eso and de na wo chere patches MPP failing ti ye nyina me ye expect say aban bia betuma aboa ye nti ye njai ma obi anto aba yankofa soja for medi eso ana because we are living in a democracy. Now let's go all the way back. Oh, kwasi akeka ne de bia me ka kire mu se nkofo betena TV so a e ya asantesam before the Ghana. I am telling you. Eye MPP before Ghana. Na sa akwa wa hihye oto we. Senka ye NDC no power and kobeka collective responsibility ho asem. Time John Mahama be the president. Now president is saying na yenya. We have had in the Fourth Republic Jejaba, Kofuaba, Atamosaba, and Ibrahim Mahama. So were we talking about say Mahama free wa petrol be form? Time na Mahama ya president, was the argument about Mahama free wa yen to mean to aso? Was the argument about it? But said two parties so much changing part twice. Jeje baye, Kofo baye, Atamos baye, Mahama baye. At then ended the edru ha. Na MPP fail no. O see ye nyina collective responsibility. Enya dia se hande baton ne ma NDC a omo betuma ye bibi. Kwasia kasa na adwene ne say ended the asegu ye so a obi antumi nye. Now that is the message they are selling out there. When John Mahama and the NDC, most uncle for Mr. S, get me that video of dresses say Taylor for Nkwara Ekojina John Mahama anima or school you about Cocoa Road or school you about his achievement. Sankwasi for me and say we John Mahama anim or show what he did when he was in power and what he would do. Sa akwa we ya sakachire Ghana for say John Mahama should come out and tell us what he wants to do. John Mahama we catch Ghana for say bibi a friend S Gracia he will cancel it. Ote kwasi ampenyi we so ka say it is good. This is what they are doing with the radio. Jandamu nenye. John Dramani Mahama ne NDC before we went to IMF they had series of press conferences and told Ghanaians say in Kofowe they are leading us into a ditch. Mudi mujimi ni mudu mukankan tena sempa. I don't care what you think. Right now, you people are trying to make Ghana fortune and say, without this foolish NPP, Ghana, nobody can handle Ghana. And so, for who am I in temperature bar, BP bar, you go to Rage Hospital. We go to hospital, hospital room. Baby, I will free no, and the Yaria Kawa, Obeka Sian Found Ko Krum to hospital. So Obeka Sian Found Hospital, Papa or Ghana. Now, hospital, Papa, and the now, Sa hospital, when they see when you mudin kwasian some say I some munjine chirima ho kakra ana mutina radio so munnim nyansa nche omo hwemu no munya radio kankan bi so tena munnim nyansa nche omo hwemu no mo MPP negua ana me ya because NDC executives you are the fools they deal with sami jemfimu ne executive Pablo you are the people they entertain. When you speak to the NDC executives, they don't understand because they don't understand what is happening. So fools like you, then Sami Jemfimo entertainimo, Pablo mu entertainimo, because you are the same sycophants who have drawn us to this point. So sometimes I blame the NDC. Because today you are trying to tell us, say, Mahama when did it become a collective responsibility? Was it a collective responsibility when we were telling Kufuor to fly private jets? Time a black wa ebeka Ghana for say Monkwasiafo emunemu MPP no president rent jet president atam Ghana for sika akosi cathedral o man hine kobna sante dey na kan radio so. Oh, you are talking about collective responsibility. What did you say when a black obeka say cathedral no musi no mo MPP ni si no amatam Ghana for sika e ma sofo akronfo bi dey na wotena asempaka kan he stands on TV and warns a member of parliament. Can this guy make such a statement about any MPP MPs? No, because Oya Santiniba ne kwasia bete wenya ahunani na odi na tem. You are talking about collective responsibility. Na cathedral ni sika no, at the end of the day, mosofo kromfo na wayire se bayire no. Sa sofo na sem ne kosi saying TV you want collective responsibility. And I will say John Mahama said na odeba. Na okwasi MPP ne dey no maye. Aina mu bugana fo so majimi. Aina mu je so obi ayakwasea, obi nti asante a onim nyansa. Obi ntumi nka twiya oyaboa. Inti mu betena radio no so a. Aina mu je so obi ajimi. You are talking about collective responsibility. Do you understand the word you used? Do you even understand? And I say radio na abafo. And ofu bia tumika brofo. Do you understand collective responsibility? It's you respecting my view and me respecting your view. So when you are governing as a president, I mean journalism won't here. Brofo de ba wo kebi na mo de kwase asore ko. Anything you mbumu no because mo de mo tribe and na air den eti radio no so. San kwase akeka fa okujato ho no. And in some okujato ko reziba no, has that your stupid pastor been able to respond? Adena motesa collective responsibility. Do you understand collective responsibility? Obiti opposition we dia ban so pen. We ye nyoma wunye bida. Waka kire wo said dia wo ye na enye tie no. Mutra ka den se Mahama ya kwase ampanyi oni ideas. Enye sana mo kan when Mahama started putting issues across about things we need to do, you people did not even talk about it. If we say ya santefo, ya kamfo, ya tia kamfo radio so entafo we die. Now you are talking about collective responsibility. Do you know what collective responsibility is? You sat in a dirty studio like that, a member of parliament doing his job as a journalist, following the fact and to get to the bottom to know, sir, Okujato Ablakwa, you are lying. I followed the documents. This is a lie. Why will Fuse Pito drum? Abet now say he's much ado about nothing. He's being sensational. Wait, Jimmy. That is why we are here today. Intendano, why the say MPP na gu, MPP na bokrono, MPP na wiaye, MPP na say Ghana, intesia no, ye nyina NDC ntumi nye. Oyo twen. Mo Jimmy, mo na mo say youth no, mo na mo say mine no, ekrobia nke bo trimutuo. Ekrobia ankobia bo trimutuo, because what you are doing, you are basically telling say the democracy we are holding no, some people should topple the democracy. Inti yanko soja abayembra meboa aboye nde inti sia de obi anye yanko fa soja abayembra ena oni obi na num kankan ne tewo masa munim nyansa nche obi awo. It is your utterances and your level of intelligence. NDC entimi to petrol time MDC kona petrol ye sen say NDC eba na so ntumi nti petrol so a time na NDC free power mu no na mo nkwase MPP na Ekufuor di anim ene ba omia na omaka no na petrol na ye sen say NDC entumi enti dollar so a time na NDC free power no na dollar na eti sen NDC te power no hospital sen o see ye ena mo nkwase MPP no hospital sen o mo see. Stop this baseless, childish, stupid analysis. Muna mo kan na mo confuse Ghana for ya sante for party na say inti say Ghana masa ene mo be free Ghana ko bebia mo free bae mo de masante sem ene mo kan sem no be free Ghana akọ bebia mo free bae. If we say we are building a nation, so party the failure, let's be honest and tell them you people have failed. You need to exit for another party to continue. American here, it's been only two political parties that have led the America for over 500 years. Ade no manja umienu anko so mkope obimbra. Ade no mojimi sa. Every party has its philosophies and ideas and agenda. We can go all the way back to 1992. President, government biya wadi omu ye. This is the worst we have seen in our history. So does it mean it's a party biya nye? Does it mean say when NDC comes, they are going to foolishly do what they are doing? Why are you people not giving the people the benefit of the doubt? Kakra to think. Adana mu obiya so obiya Jimmy. Mono no ma petition betena TV so ankwase akeka. Ugina odidi ablakwa atem no. Ubetima kasa akire Kennedy. Kennedy Japan we school papa ben okoye ben ablakwa. Kennedy Japan obra na start boy no. Obetima churches bi obo ne bra ebeduru ha. Kennedy Japan ya odi watem so ofu ibe. Ubetimi ejina ne medina tem. Adente oya kan ni ntu suro no Jimmy fo. Ablakwa ya hunani. Na wo school ablakwa wakobi. Enye radio na efo a. Wo mesemu amugu asempa. Hwa this young boy. Pakwesi, and they say Komladomo Award. None of you guys can go to that level. This boy Pakwesi Asari, and I see the way everybody's excited. These are young people who are learning. Modia na mubo defense o pela abuaje. Baby amutina na mutatamu ho na mukeka nkwasi asem. Baby amutina oh mam 1000 Ghana kakre, mam 500. Mo ankasa mo salary ene ka amudem ene ne ko. Madam wa kromfo wifuo bi na my imagine say every year biano you have to change government that favors you and the yediaba yedie na jimia. We should admit it and move on and get to the alternative. Journalists Papa Ben we are say that Ben obetima about America abeka chama journalists obetina say what is American journalist at TV so MNBC, CNN, Fox News. I say, you know what? The Democrats are bad. So when the Republicans come, it's never going to be better. So what do we do? Into anything. Into MPP negu, MPP na say, MPP ni nimnyansa, MPP na boman minor. Into siano, mo NDC into me nyashi. Into anything. Yankova soja baimbra. People like you are a problem. Muna mo incite young people to mess up a democracy into ukika bibia tonkwala ni trim and people na say dia yen say no, but there is an alternative. There is a government in waiting. There is a president who consistently has proven himself. Adena nye nia and say no mosusa. What kind of life is that? What kind of stupid mentality is that? Before 2020 elections, Mukotna John Mahama nim to some ponchi. John Mahama schooled you people about governance. Still mo betna asempa kache Ghana for say I NDC di omo be den. These are things. Mukotna papa nim no or trem how governance is done. The decisions and so-called policies of your MPP no or tremo even the loopholes in the so-called policies it does not make any sense. He went ahead and spoke on so many things about 3 hours. You people did not even understand what cocoa roads are. You heard cocoa roads in terms of baby a cocoa wobia. You did not even understand John Mahama and the school what cocoa roads are. Mr. S, get me the video. Now what do you know about journalism? How wide have you read? MPP has failed. Ghana will be ruled by the NPP and the NDC till God comes. So no fool can change that ideology. We are the people, we need to make that decision. Party bibano failure, one has to leave and the other has to come in. Because omo mo NPP mo Ghana for and omo mo NDC mo Ghana for. It is a Ghana phobia bano mo jumana. We need to give opportunity to another Ghana set. What kind of foolish talk is that? Say NDC bar on to me be changey the price of fuel on to me your foco. You are stupid. Why do you know form? You don't deserve to sit on radio. Mofuna son and moya santisem na kansam na demotiwo. You don't read, you don't do any research. Moment now mo just a group of people bia mu jimi kura na mo fa ma mo bebo mosunti. We have to speak. You don't have to always speak when the mic is opened. You don't have to always speak when the mic is on. You don't have to do that. Intendano from what he said, opeso chira say John Mahama enfo need so emetreye na se sia no se bia MPP fail no NDC ba mo bia expecting mama NDC ba. That is his message or body tofa when he's summarizing his nonsense he was talking no and no person chire time and NDC what power. You people sat on radio and you supported every move by the NPP. A yet demonstration on the Ghana, you people said it was right. And I'm a boy Oman yin obetuma bodua so wanka dum so no wasem ni bi. Obetuma bodua kan say wanka say NDC or corrupt without proving with any facts. Obetuma tena radio so bodua say wanka say John Mahama ye kromfo without having any facts. Aden ende de obi aba time na wo gina wo ka say John Mahama ye wi NDC for a corrupt doom so they are incompetent, why were you calling for a change in government before John Mahama na aban bankoye adena JJ Rollins baye na JJ Rollins eba ko ekofo be gina adena yanka say Rollins entuma anyentima kofo ma ye gina ho e de be ma denden tientia e ye dede say we di asantini ba beje power moa time kofo eba no munyina mo twetwe mo be ma e be gina nipem say we ya kani ba yamfa tumi ma no na kufo wie na NDC buy no ade no wanka say kufo wie atamos they want to dig Ghana. So we need to be reasonable a little bit in our conversation and in our analysis as journalists. Yenjai Jimmy analysis no sa jandam analysis, let's stop it. Why are we like this? And then yetna ho e should say Ghana sir. Do you understand collective responsibility? Collective responsibility in the say, ye the 2 me amount, ye tuato, one also hwet no so. De nipa na ye peno, ye kyerɛ adwen a, also gitum say nipa. That is collective responsibility. Inti say any nipa na ye wo atememufo no, ye tua ye to a, na ye de to no ma wa. You need to use those taxes judiciously. You need to make sure taxes na ye part. Yet your taxes no oje taxes na ka say e-levy ebe schools ebe university ebe kwan say your responsibility on our side as citizens say yeah collectively no oya wo dia then we get to a point now obeka chem say e-levy be bibia and Kufuor and the NPP ultima ikechide bia unim what has happened now and obeka chem say we need a collective responsibility abra nipa na jeje to no di abra NPP for na jeje e-levy to no edi. You don't understand the words you are using, right? Collective responsibility. They say President current jet abra your offer consiwo na otua $14,000 an hour. Na akola nyes kan eduane ndi na free SHS yentumi feeding kwara na yebusa eye the government say what caused that? Why are you spending this amount? Na say Minister of State Bekachere say it is highly classified. That is not collective responsibility. That means obu yenimtia if you say yeni tua to no makwasi campaign you go for plane. I am trying to break down collective responsibility. Mo atiasie mote brofo a mo ntiasie se school na monko se brofo na montio motia mo say it makes you intelligent. What I am trying to explain to you and then I friend collective responsibility. Respect my view and let me respect your view to get to a point where we agree to build. But these fools in power don't want to listen to the people. These fools in power are only taking taxes. These fools in power are always thinking that they have power so they can foolishly do what they want. When there is elections and the party in government and they make sure that the army and the police kill the citizens and then the citizens are asking for justice for the people. Now say the Attorney General has ignored the cause. That is not collective responsibility. We need to get these things right. You need to understand your work. On to betina TV so can kwasi asem. Wa funu say jankaba e kan kwasi asem. Adanya wo de wundi atem. Ye bedi watem, wo jim ye bedi watem. Mona ma say Ghana no. Mo de makansam asay Ghana. You are the fools destroying this nation. Some people din kwasma kachiro mo the same way NDC din kwasam ya kachiro mo no aden ende de Ghana mbo na mo firi hina bobae. Ghana mbo no e hina mo beko. Mo tena wa say kuro no. Mo sheda asay kuro no efiri say asantefo party na say Ghana. Sebio MPP enye omunyina na enkwasiafo enyansafo power MPP mu omakasa say how this group of people are managing this country. It shows clearly that we have lost it. We have lost touch. We need to go into opposition. MPP nya odimoko dinchino nim nyansa no. Now you journalist no MPP nya wa adwini so nya adwuma. We are journalists. We are kani. We are MPP nya untu hu de nya untumi nka. Why are you talking about collective responsibility? Why are you sitting on radio saying say the NDC they can't do FOCO? Where Jimmy or level of intelligence or form? Yes, when Jimmy Tini Abedru Hande, Mama Kufuor ni MPP who be also with Jimmy. It is because of people like you. You cannot scrutinize, you cannot ask questions, you cannot let the people understand we have the power to be asking these things. Jandam. Kwasi ampenyi jina wenim so fruit. Oto na oto afo. Kennedy jina wenim ka so wenim so fruit on live TV. Na oto afo. Bema waware a woni wo yere da. You do TV so say wenim so fruit. And the jina say okuja to ablakwa oya huneni nti. Oro kwasi akanse medidi nkwasi. Na wo tipe no okuja to ablakwa. Nyama wakenkan enen tibia wakari no ho in his political life. Wo utipe no okuja to ablakwa. The level of nyama go okuja to tim yele two tim out tim blasting. Adena mo ye nyoma mane tan saa jimi kitten ye tumufo na mo taretare ejechi na mo taretare nkwase asem ye chi mon bre mo wasna mo nsua de na mo ka no kore. NDC NPP will rule Ghana to Nyankopon beba. Some you use word na collective responsibility. Montiasi ansa na mo beka. What do you understand? Now collective responsibility as saying. John Mahama from day one, he has told you what he wants to do. And what John Mahama wanted to do, any NDC, they started it and we are seeing it. John Mahama told Ghanaians, say, accounting to the people, when you open the book, this is what he started doing. And it is benefiting Ghana today. You are still asking John Mahama again. Oh, but damn. Omo pe president do NPP no. Omo come down no. You have not asked them. You are asking somebody and the track record wo and John this Ochoba, you go to rage. Ochoba, you go to chip compound. O da hoti radio so kase collective responsibility. Kwasi agenda no moje mam chance biem. And mo dada nipa, mo confuse nipa, identity ye MPP negu. Identity ye MPP negu. Ya tena ho, Emma ye kachire mu nyina say these people you are forcing on Ghanaians. Sanko for into me mwa Ghana. John Mahama schooled you people. Ma menchire mo Cocoa Roads, me ba chire mo. Obon forma bombon na mugu amombre mo ho ase ye na ye jimintra na bibia na amani pa bi chance mo betena radio so
ya pa no 2016 me no na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure.
Very dirty people mo efiefi de bia mo dada Ghana fo anya ye de amani nya obi ya hwe be manim hwe kwase ampanya jandam minia no unim se wutwatro wo etwosha wonantem wonama na wosisi di ha na wopadia kwasiato wo kwa me frifa o papa betena nkran ebedi ajantra fo tumi siza on krum anka me jesa wo ya be ma no na anka wo papa dan picture be kire Ghana fo say me papa dan ni me papa we si dan po ma wo akotwa picture ba kofa papa dan bra sansani ba jantra ni ba sansani ba ana kokofo ka se kofo tufo aboa bi ba uwia ka se kofo tufo wo fin me papa osi no osi dan 9 etumesimienu woni krom kwasia bai kofa papa dan picture bre o papa sansani a obewuda nkransa aponche kwa me frifa o papa sansani obewuda nkransa aponche o papa ntumensi dan woni krom obeduru nkran obehu ajantra fo no gya wo ye o papa maame aboa o je se na efo me so ye bema tra engine bom din kwa me frifa me se o ye bema ehwo bi da onantem etwonda ona bom din kwasiya biba munyam tete Ghana nkwasiya se na ejimifo wei ejimifo ni nam Ghana e no omo deceive nkofo twantro to nipa so for no reason no facts ena kwekutin so tewo wenya nkwasiya sika bi na odehwe nkwasiyafo ejimifo me se wo kwa me frifa me pese nka wo ye bema na nka wa page na do papa fie picture to so se me papa ba nkran na ote eye tema oda obi garden mu no oba no osi dan wo tema na osi bi woni krom abo friend wo ko krom a ebusuan dan mu na oda ofui ba moje se be ma mo chance me more time for everything no and I take my time se me pe bibia me nya abotre nya ansa na maye me se me when I have time for you, I take my time. Kwa me free for china kokofo. Na wakache kokofo say Kevin Taylor say o papa dan. Kokofo ma omutumi di omunsa si omobo sam papa dan ni. Kokofo ko obeto hotel man mba no. Obe wi aga nska ebeto hotel no. Otumi ka se we jejapade ama mba kwase yi. O papa besi so be de ajantra fo no ho kankan. En once na di na chi ansa na owu so otwe no. Onya ace enyam krom no ko wuye. O papa fie wen. Kwa me free fa o papa ni fie wen. Me setina Angel FM no bom din na hwe me ye bibi me set trap bi minim de me ye Mrs. Oya Bema bibi da onantema tina Angel FM oni sa se boy se ma no mombo me din na me nkyere kwakutin bibi nipa o asa mo de munim de eba me pese me kyere mu bibi na mo menko enim mo mentie abayo bi and they say eye bet ekufo ado aban se obeye bet kwa every because ya papa nya esi no nya rekotu no krom no wusa aponche o papa nya esi no nya ntama e de rekotu no krom no wusa aponche or that them almost 8 months na wusa preko ade na nkan no nkire nkofo na nka me ba na nka kogina papa dan nim na nka wa say an nkurase for pose na nka wetwa picture say me papa fie nie aboa na mo jin say fo riffraff dirty people like you ehia for ma school kura wan kobi akonya jantre ni akola bi oboase an ho tattoo se de oton koko Somalia edidi nechi adenta ne papa nya redundancy ska inti ube pebi edi aboa ochina brow page ne ko Angel ne fa papa dan ko kire me wie o se now me pe bibia me nya wie na me kire se me jimi obetima ka de okanyina fa papa dan be kire enkwasiafo mu gu abrochom so no obia ni wan papa esi dan enkwasiafo mu gu Germany egugu omo pa omo so fam papa dan be kire obia papa esi dan enkwasiafo mu gu UK enkwasiafo mu gu Germany omo so no obia ni wan papa esi dan me nko na papa esi dan me se me ya ibradango me ka mo ntiase me papa wo esi dan me yedu wodu krom me se me ya ibradango me nyo hia ni bawo enti sa oso papa na odi na otumi didi onfa ne san hye ne to anhua ka ne ko kache so papa dan nie aboa peteba inti samu hye mutiti san kwasiafo na mo se Kevin Taylor se mo mfa papa dan be kire obie ni wan papa si dan me se enkwasiafo mgu social media wo Germany ni UK Kevin Taylor me se obie ni wan papa si dan obie ni wo omo nyina busia dan mu na no mote mena me ibradango no me papa esi dan yes we see in 9 mo fam papa dan bra moama now akatesia bi e frɛ no eye akosia menu and okotra Metro FM NPP aban esa the tax for fraba ye friend saying ye friend no eye bet tax o sedien tax 10% na ni nyina no say Ghana fo a sebio mutwa eye sports bet mo amko casino mo asebio mo di sa adwane bia no aban we ekufu ado te so NPP aban we a omo de e-levy be pay mo so omo de tax upon tax pay omo say they are justifying omo so also omo de tax be to mo so now abayua we me be boni video no and okotena Metro TV abayua we me wi ameka ne ho asama kire mo ene nsem bi okan sebio NPP no de ohia so be kuta eye Rebecca Kufuado bag ade achi ya onum nyansa obekwa ko DMP sa na MPP na akoye eya mi aminua eye odade boy ya obotai sa odwan ye friend saying National Health Insurance oko boy okuta Rebecca bag mo an oko DMP1 on the BM kobizo be I'm telling you oko boy if you still think you'll be MP again there you are cursing yourself you can never be MP again in Ghana you are done okuta Rebecca bag an so yenko wiemu odododio se de ndie ne mfa mawo enom ko da nkranfo no nkranfo ne tia nom se kwase ampanyi firi akọ se sia no MPP no de onya ni sohie ubekuta Rebecca handbag ukuta Rebecca handbag pe eno anu benya MP edi aketesia we opese okodi MP ewo infa ewo adenta ohun adenta fo nya so mogimi and majority of the youth in adenta no they are struggling and they are talking about say you are not creating jobs. You people are stealing. You sika MP bako, minister bako over $10 million good them physical cash. Aketesi wesi so ombo bra. Aketesi ono sene ni kunu eye makmenu papa into our MPP mu. This is the same lady okachire Ghana for 2020. Ye born nipa watwutuo. I was the man South. Ghana for including NDC for nyina so omoko demonstration akọ isi oka se police for no Ghana for tuo. Ensa fire service for enhwe so hyengu omo so. Na hwene aise cheche kule akonwa oteso and wabo belt said de otwi eye Namibia Airlines abetena Metro TV say ono no tax no yenje na mebekire ne nsema oka emu muntie sankwasiafo nya person ko parliament upon all the hustle people are going through, upon the hardship NPP added to Ghana for us, young ladies like this, from Jantra to politics, so they think they are smart.
Like her party's position is so loud.
The arrogance with these kids. The arrogance. Or person who MP wa denta see ni hunu bono. Adentra kwasi ampe bi to parliament na omo mani sika dinti. Wa betina TV so wa bob belt say Namibia airline air hostess was a waitress. The question is simple. You are quoting somebody and it is wrong. And she sitting there as an NDC communicator now, she's just telling you this is not what Sami Jemfi said. Oh, chatro, just rephrase it or apologize. I hand time. Amu pejama beti. Hene. Shaba hene. As I debi atari KVIP inside. Now, brown was in you are making a submission. It didn't make any sense. They're asking you a question. You are quoting somebody and you are misquoting the person. And this is what the NPP has done till today. They take these riffraffs and they make them go wear some Vietnam boutique dresses. No, but not TV. So, Mami Fono Sebio, Omamia communicators, Francis Momo Jimmy, and Korano Sosa. You are misquoting people. The host there corrected you that this is not what she meant too. You are still sitting there, arrogance, because Nigerian say, "Kwasi ebi beku nipa manako win adenta seat." Peje omabeti. Peje omabeti. Excuse me. Peje omabeti. Just say yenchira omo ade. Go ye. Ubusam bibi omo nim enso peje omabeti. Hwa attitude bi odete. You are saying, say, Omubusa say, taxes na to Ghana for so. Adenta young men amun create no. The taxes no. Do you want it to hurt the people? What is the stance of your government? Is your government stance and say we should keep on making the guys go into betting, or your government has another stance? Just explain it. Now, the Emami D host in who you want to say when you watch the full interview. At a point, she was reading some nonsense on her phone that, oh, when you go to Vietnam, when you go to this country, and the host asked her, where is this research from? She said, oh, later I'll find it for you. That is what you don't have to do as a host. You are on a platform. It's a morning show. Somebody comes to sit on your TV holding her phone and saying, I'm reading this. It's a research. She needs to quote where she is reading that nonsense from. You people give them that room. NDC phone kinkai. Okay, give me the source. And I want to the host in Hoyao because I'm met now some of this unquassia seminar. No more chance, no more court. Now, Quasia to where could parliament. Way up a so could so because Omo didn't can you convince any back through. Amo pe another useless person. The same way I'm the year for. Into omudio mani ateta hu say oh na sabo abia samwa no ekowinseni e na ofiri adenta se sia yempe eye makmenu ba ne yenkobo nipa tuo ne yemfa ne mesho oti TV so arrogance brown wase wa ban no entumi enye de omoye no wa ban no e the taxes ato Ghana youth so na wo enye politics na enye tan na nka wo omo mo dina adenta ewia university 6 years 7 years omo nyadwuma ka cha omo. What have you learned? Ejuma wa ya brabo mu say ukuta Rebecca handbag. That was your job. Rebecca handbag na ekutawo wona na kuta Rebecca handbag and the yenja na kwetena parliament never decide we the intelligent ones. This is the same arrogant girl 2020 yeku nipa wie ya enkofo ekwe demonstration wo Isia oka say soldier for no ni police for no mbo mutu no mohwe nso hyengu omo so hwe oba hwenu mutokro I said don patro arrogance peje ma beti omumnim hwe. Now listen to girl we onye adwuma bi ada o o see omo aye taxi omo a bet no or say taxi omo because they are in soft work. What is soft work I say? Or say what with them and I walk to bet I say taxi enti ono idea and say oh bet here it is not hard work unye adwuma bia and the gentle for mu circle there it is your job your tax because having sex is hard work. This is the we mo no mo bedi muzuno or say obi to better check it teams or pair any idea it is soft work or tell them that's how she defines work. Say or person say the moment unjina park so embobo ni bino sebio also unko batisa Lampard and I say also ni Lukaku head the ball no you are doing what we call soft work otifako and now the watamu sika and now the abeti into one you have to be taxed and I make a chesa amukia we say. then omo jantre 224 more Ghana. This is your tax because it is hard work. Sleeping with about 4 men a day, being part of that action, no, then it means those people are supposed to be given tax exemption. Prostitutes in Ghana are supposed to be given tax exemption. Now she went ahead to say, bet nanko for betting whether casino, a lazy work. Hey, these are the people who are communicating for the NPP. Way opeso kojina Adenta is one of the constituencies I want to say cratch for Mako school and so Jimmy. This lady is telling Ghanaians to say say Kufuado Abino, you taxi Ghana for more, Omo Betty, Omo Chaloto, Omo Casino, Adentia, Omo lazy people. But this same government is taking millions from companies that are doing what? Doing this business in Ghana. These people. Where Muna Ghana say, and they also call Adenta. Into Adenta for to man no kwetena parliament or the to kankan ka otena ho akobet be na biti say sibia asla e peje na betino. Sometimes we want to give women opportunity, but these daft brains don't have to enter parliament. These milk brains are not supposed to enter parliament or kasas na adwene nyunu. You are telling the youth of Ghana say they are lazy all because they are betting. You are telling, and in her own submission, or see the bet, some for dreams a youth in they are making a mistake. Or no find research be by one source, or see the ages of 17 to 35. That means it could be more than that. So now you're sitting on TV, a young lady who wants to go to parliament and make laws, or see people who engage in this legal business. Remember, betting is legal. In Ghana, every company that has registered for people to bet through their platform has registered legally. They are paying taxes to the government. So when you sit there and tell the Ghanaians who are patronizing their services, betting is an individual decision. Betting is an individual decision. So say because one buying person or the taxes bet to Ghana for something, Obia involved in that market is lazy. Is the biggest insult in the history of this country. So me meti adenta ofu we me man in parliament. Meti adenta na me a young man na me nye adwuma nyeye. Me we university for the past 7 years. Meti fie me a nursery entrameka national service. Na sa kola kitikiti we because of politics. Ne papa kronfo makmenu etu kwan ko Kenya say yampam no. Emma because of politics we Rebecca Kufuado bag no kuta wo. Wabo belt to say Namibia airline air hostess Abetina TV so ebie ni hwini mu to say Datsun car kan kwasi asem. Say people who bet are lazy people. What kind of trash or call? Are they NPP no power? Such arrogant girl. Small girl. Me, I will not date such a thing. Me need to everything. Why do I have to go before this? Me ko kiss na hwini anahe. Huh? Yeah, pointing those women are where go kissing him, and these people carry themselves like bags of maize, sit on TV, Jimmy sir. Nobody's against taxing. Nobody's against the government taxing betting. The question here is, you have been taxing us for the past 7.5 years. The question here is, what did you do with the taxes? These are the questions people are revolting against the decision by this foolish government. Obiani otia etwo oba krom ha ye gitwo chen bibia. The people you are comparing Ghana youth to no omu krom sa ekrono, when they pay taxes they see what they do with the taxes. Those people in those countries, they get tax returns. Those people, their government creates opportunity for them. So betting becomes something part of them. It could be a leisure, it could be a hobby, it could be something professional. You don't conform to America, they've not gone to any office before. They have their own office at home. They are betting agents. They make millions of dollars in a month because they are registered. And they look at horse racing, they look at baseball, they look at basketball, they pay, they do the connection. Whoever win, they sell it. This is job. With Jimmy, now, young girl like this because of politics, Ghana say everybody is lazy. Now who Juma Ben why? We will see so. Juma Ben pa na why 5 years. I go see menu. We see so say abesiwa ye talk pa de ma de bobe do this age. Juma Ben pa na we kutemu 5 years akase ma ye juma bobra guo. Unye bi da. O papa makmenin say wasio e na di nechi ukutekuta Rebecca bag and all catch Ghana for nyina so ye lazy. You Inti yemfa unko parliament. Bebia we asia obi anim say me de ofo obi ti say Broscoto or me nipa me a me girlfriend no Broscoto my girlfriend obi anim the first name dey bibi Broscoto mon come first name be some the first name dey be show Ingege Broscoto obi anim say Ingege Broscoto me nipa me a personal girlfriend obi anim na nanse ya na me de another kan ho Agrasco na me a minim say Ingege beautiful lady obi anim Ingege no fe body ni gina so eno de obi o ka che say Ingege ho nya fa na otwa wontro eba selection so de abo me anka say me ni ebie into oba bia my friend say oye me hu nipa bia me feeling bia na so oba no fe and that form only Lucy ene kwansema sinchen a Lucy kwansema de omo top omo senior staff ba ye ka junior staff for more system ni mu a unyo bi say Broscoto very nice lady me panasem Ingege obi anim me say Ingege na dan for pa na osu bempa ba no ahia me Ingege na me panasem into as much as Ingege epe osu bempa asem na osu bempa ya kwasi ampanyi no Ingege na me panasem Ingege na me dono into Ingege na me girl Ingege Broscoto because you say me na me nim ne da but me teen din na me catch madam say edi we ya me de and also this lady and no me aka say me into hona Broscoto be me girl into the man am say ba me catch Broscoto so den na bibia ko yi e na madam bae madam Agrasco ana madam Agrasco so bae ena kakran kekan ya na sie ni ate problem bi ensi Broscoto a mature lady or tiasie ena Agrasco so tiasie integrate that Broscoto o me ladies obi antumi enkom ho nkwa bibia abra me hwe o kan mo hwe mo Broscoto a nice lady me dono me feel no body ni jirem na nkofo kasa dodo amanfo kasa dodo say I Kevin girlfriend Agrasco akɔhye gym ntade bi nti se sia no Agrasco o nipa bia o jantre ne yenkasa sa Ghana fo mo kasa dodo me se wo be kasa fa me girls no me twema wo yenkasa sa atade a na sha agrabo de netem agra na amanfo ahoye anti no de kekasa ansem no agrata de o hye wo ko Germany abrofo no sa na mo hye de ko gym agrata de o hye wo ko America sa na mai o mo hye de ko gym agrata de o hye yi sa na gym costume onum say sun repellent ewian to me shinkom and sweat de absorber just say ade na agrasha ni nyina no oba America UK form di agrata to agrada den o hye gym body ni tem agra etuatua ho agra no just okosi ada yesi na hwe agra de che agra na nyabote na gugu body kakre na so yiri say kofi kapito do na agra integra mo amudi agra ta ya ya agrada shot agra shot ade no afa ankodwom wan shot ade na ankogina National Theatre so obi hwe na hem ono ani fie na oyo warm up kakra warm up kakra enim kakra echire kakra na grade to for because we shall grace show the pass was one more nice but more de na tattoos na me de no enti me girls de we be come one come say me tiam agra let her be free why mama ne bon bra ebia agra edi nkwasiasam de a o se ka kire no sagra edi nkwasiasam obu nipa odi nsamfu bi a eni se nipa di ma me panyini didi a me mfa nche no me kire ne se wo ya ma me panyini me ndi nkwasiasam ebia nsem bi o ka no social media no sometime na feel so esofo e o se obre na sekakra ano den obu o ka say na sofo pa na wo ye say ene de I am against it even though our right to say whatever she wants to say no ye nyina ye protect ye protect images enti ngege ho fe ene de me ntena ho wo hu ngege physical da emu de just one say ngege no o ye shy kakra ofere ade kakra nti on tie ema unhu ebia ne fo ba mia wo hwe ngege no gina wa do say akona enwo de no akono sa na tie nti mo a mo keka grandson mo mbra mo wase kakra na nipa nche bone be na waye agra bone be na waye duve ni TV stations omo Ghana omo de jantra for better than paso mo huye agra na ni training ena we mia ena de na mia no ena oso obe na nte mia fo na nte o ha no say ejirem na say mia no men girl no na me share steady ejirem A gym to say, aggression, so the inner, the oya, you should see aggression, grandpa. On say, I agree. So, all right. So, Elma catcher Ghana, Munjama, Grandbone Bra, or didn't quite something about Tiano. But I don't think this is a normal thing to just. I didn't know why. I grow then why. I tell you, and then is then pan why. So, when we say agree no me. And inti amafo we can tell again ti you be na tem mumbre mu asika kra na nipa nche mu amuti abroche mu nyina nim say there's nothing wrong with this mu amuti abroche mu nyina mu say there's nothing wrong with it agrasha on nam ne dan nim e pa mo sometimes you might not like it fine but it does not mean say why boni. I'm being honest. Or your software, nyomebu hoka, and then yomebu assembly or kind of social media, I then fine and represent Christosum, and then I'll say it, and then and represent it. Intergrasco, no, those things in there by a betiano. But when it comes to a yet Atade also said all the training, and also Uncle for Bakatarinche, and also Uncle share a day, Uncle Fugume training, or send no one, hano. I na grassi bi ade to form no as say I grad to for Japan foot train kakra agrasco inti no wa won ti ase koku ho